Hello, everybody.
Hello there.
Hi.
How's it going?
Wow.
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 We made it.
We're here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Initiative Order. We are running a game of D&D in the honor of Jaspers Game Day for their donation drive. Keep an eye for the link for the Tiltify in the chat. We will be running this game for just a short while, but keep in mind, there is a giveaway at the break time, which I will be throwing in there somewhere in the middle. Be sure to enter at the break to win a free Jaspers Game Day t-shirt. I'm going to start this off right away. We're just going to start introducing our cast here. Let's start in the order that we have on the screen, which I will see eventually. Pond, let's start with you in the upper left.
Hello, I am Pond. Pond plays on all social medias. I do tabletop RPGs all the time, all different kinds. D&D is one of my favorites. You can catch me every Monday over on Fateful Encounters at 7:30 Yeehaw time or Central Time, where we play 5e. We alternate ongoing campaigns. Every other Monday we do Curse of Strahd, and in between those we do a homebrew. It's pretty great. And I guessed all over the place, obviously, and I love it.
Take it away, Bard.
Oh, well, hello, everyone. I'm Eddie. You can find me on all the various social medias at Discount Bard. I'm a tabletop RPG player, actor, voice artist, and real-life jack of all trades. And you can also find me here on Twitch, where I do video game content, painting content, and also working my way slowly towards becoming a DM myself.
Beautiful. Hey, Sam, go at it, fam.
Hello, I'm Sam Sterling, and you can find me all over the internet at Hey Sam Sterling. I play a weekly Pathfinder game over on Nat 20 Productions Official, and I just do shenanigans, so go, I guess, check me out.
Serpentine, D&D Dis. What's up, sis? That's Saint of Death?
Oh, yes. Hi. I'm sorry, my audio was not working for a second. I'm Anna. I run D&D Disability. I make disability mechanics and content for D&D. So I will be playing a disabled character today. Her name is Saint.
V, take it away.
Hey, dark greetings, everyone. I am Velvet Divine, Diablery enthusiast and unseelie wunderkind. Please address me as such. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the interwebs at OG Brown Sugar. I do a lot of TTRPG streaming, voice acting, mostly whatever. And that's me.
Awesome. And congratulations on winning the spot for this game. And we'll wrap it up with Jen.
Hi, my name's Jen, and I'm online or something like that. I stream every Tuesday and Sunday here on Twitch at Jen is Online. I also stream Mondays with the lovely Pond Plays over on Fateful Encounters. We started that about a year ago. It's been a great time. I was the DM for the first year, and we trade DMs every campaign as well. It's super fun and gives us a great break. I do also have a podcast that is called The Overprepared DM, where I talk to you about everything that you need to do before, well, you don't need to do, more so, before you start Dungeons Mastering for the very first time. It's very good, very fun, and yeah, that's me. Hello, and I'm glad to be here, excited for charity.
And then, hello everyone. I am Bright. I am your voice actor, Jaspers Game Day ambassador, and resident DM for the morning. Let's get underway, shall we? You all find yourselves at the of no small fame, Friendly Arm Inn. This is a halfway house and point for a lot of trade on the Sword Coast that usually travels between Baldur's Gate and Southern However, today is a somber day. This is very shortly after the fall of Baldur's Gate, after the portals of Avernus have opened up and ravaged the town. People are still coming in droves of caravans from every nearby area, seeking refuge at the last standing city for everything north of here. Inside the Friendly Arm Inn, there are masses huddled together, some people standing outside. There's more people here than this place is accommodating to hold, and you find yourselves amongst a myriad of people, some strange individuals, some you would ordinarily find on any part of your journeys. As you sit within this bar, the soft mumble of families, friends, adventurers, hushed tones whispering to one another. You find yourself at kind of the precipice of what to do next. You know that you need to head south in some direction, as everything north of here is overtaken by the Inferni, denizens of the 9 layers of hell. What would you like to do before you embark on your quest away from this place?
I would like to drink, please.
I will join you.
I'm good.
Easily enough done. There is a rotund man standing behind the bar top. Lots of people standing by, but you kind of shoulder your way in, and you can order yourself a pitcher of ale, which is all they've got, and in plenty. So everyone is able to get themselves a drink.
2 full pitchers of ale, please.
Hey, coming up.
Great,
He slams
thank you.
down 2 heavy mugs with foam overrunning on the top.
Looks good. I'll walk back to my table and hand one over to Nhemva.
I point to the other people at the table.
Why the hell not?
You know,
Might as well.
pour some cups.
Well, it's a waste of a day if we're not going to have any drinking going.
And
Another
drink.
day like it could be your last. Right?
Indeed.
And Frosh is going to hop on over and get themselves an extra frothy one.
Wonderful. I drink the entire pitcher to myself. I do not share.
As you sit quietly sipping your booze, some of the people start to thin out of the bar and start to head outside just for a change of scenery here, which gives you a better view of like the people who haven't really been interacting much. Almost everybody can spot the outliers. Amongst the humans, elves, gnomes, and dwarves, there are a couple of strange-looking individuals. One, a motionless, robotic-looking man sitting in the corner, kind of just staring off into space. Opposite end of the bar from him is a small gentleman with white, wily hair, soot and liver spots covering his face, and wears kind of a series of straps of leather that each carries a small leather pouch around him, and a big shawl wrapped up in a bundle in front of him. And dead center in the middle of the room, a large, lumbering individual at like an astonishing 9.5 feet tall, holding a very tiny, by comparison anyway, mug in his hands and sipping from the end of it.
Don't look now, but there seems to be some rather unusual folks still sticking around here.
What's your basis for unusual? You are a frog, I am cat.
You make a fair point.
Should we say hello?
Well, you seem like you probably need another one of those pitchers first.
Fair enough.
I'll talk to the tall one. He's maybe cute. Who knows?
He's your size.
Don't call me tall. And I like kind of get up in my robes, like kind of flop around, and I'm just gonna go towards the 8-9 person individual.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm standing at about 8 foot as well. So
okay. So even at your impressive height, his shoulders expand out a good 1.5 feet on either side of you as he kind of hunkers over a table that is dwarfed in comparison to him. And as he sips from the end of his small cup, he kind of, his eyes trail up towards you, and he gives you a nod.
do you need a refill? Not that I work here. I could get us. Oh God. Do you want? And I look back at the group. I'm like, why did I do this? And I turn back. Do you mind if I sit down?
Please.
I'm gonna take a seat.
What can do for you?
You look more of an interesting character than anybody else here. Where are you from?
Work.
Minus my friends. Don't mind them.
Work up north. Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
Work
tell
in
me
mill.
more. You work in the mill of Baldur's Gate.
Not much to tell. Laborer.
Mm.
Eat all meat.
I mean,
Payment. No more work. Come here. No meat. Only ale.
fills the belly all the same. One just makes you feel better about it.
Almost. And he kind of tips his glass, and like the last drop comes out of a glass that he's again holding kind of like a Dixie cup. And he sets it down on the table. Tastes like bread and fish, but not starving.
Yeah.
Where you hail?
Well, and I look back to see if anyone is paying attention to this conversation and maybe wants to help and save this poor awkward orc.
Teresa is
Come over.
watching, very, very much engaged, but does not get the social cues
I'm
to
like,
come over. And I'm like,
good job. I give I guess Saint of Death caught my eyes. I'm just like,
She'll pick up on that cue and come over and take a seat next to you and kind of give you a look like, I don't really know what you want me to do, but here I am, I guess.
I want to leave as this feels awkward now. So, hi, this is my friend.
Hello.
Hey.
Apologies for awkwardness. Not used to conversation, especially
Fine.
polite conversation.
Okay. Well, it is nice to meet you.
Likewise. Am Thog.
I'm Saint. And she'll kind of reach out to shake hands.
He sticks out a finger and like fills your whole hand and just
Yeah.
kind of moves it
Yeah,
up and down.
she's very tidy, so.
Much
just-
obliged.
Just put my whole hand like on top of theirs, like they're joining, and I'm just Nhemva.
You also from north?
Bit of everywhere, but north mostly, yeah.
Family?
No.
Like Thog.
While
Job?
this-
No, go ahead.
While this conversation is happening, Ferosh is gonna hop back on over to the bar. I know times are hard right now, but what do you have in the way of food?
Oh, we've got bread. We got fish. We've got a bit of lamb. I could heat it up for you real quick, but we've got not much.
Well, why don't we go ahead and go for that lamb?
A bit of lamb coming up, and for the rest of your table.
Ferosh is gonna look on back at the rest of the table, questioningly.
Fish, please.
Sounds like we got the fish.
One fish, one lamb coming up. And he disappears into the back room. It's not long before you start to smell the aroma of a stew and steamed fish. And he brings it out to you maybe 10, 15 minutes later.
with a surprising grace for someone as tiny as Frosh is gonna hop on back to the table and pass by, dropping the fish off on the way, and bounce on over to our gigantic friend. Now I can tell when someone's just withering away there. Here, eat up, friend.
Picks up the plate in one hand. Thank you. And he just kind of tips the plate as the thing slides into like his open maw, the two tusks kind of blocking the plate as it tips towards his lips, but the whole thing goes down in one gulp.
No sense in friends going hungry.
You are good, lizard. And he kind of like strokes you, but like with a heavy
I
paw.
wouldn't do that if I were up too late.
Oh.
It's quite alright. That'll wear off in probably a few minutes.
He seems unfazed by your viscous poison, but is bothered by like the stickiness. It's more of a tactile thing for him than it is an actual like.
Oh, that you get used to.
Why smell? Why smell like milk? Spoiled.
Now look here, I'm not that filthy. I cleaned just this morning.
It does smell like spoiled milk sometimes.
Why do I put up with this? And I'm gonna just go ahead and walk back on over to the table, grab my mug, and just sulk.
Wait. And he like glances around. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small stone, a couple stones actually, and hands them to you. Found on floor when leaving Baldur's Gate. Thank you for the meat. He just hands you these two rocks that have light carvings in the sides of them.
Oh, when a friend needs help, you help him. And I'm gonna hop on back over to the table, wondering what on earth I'm carrying.
Sure. If you're looking at them, roll me an investigation check.
Investigation is going to be... I do not get a bonus, so that'll be a 16.
Okay. So as you look these things over, you notice that on the sides of the stones, they are kind of facing opposite directions as you look at the carvings. Almost looks like they go together. On the sides of the stones are carvings of the outlines of a side profile of human features. Again, facing one another. They're identical in every way. On the backs of these stones, you see two sigils that you don't quite recognize, but can deduce that they are magical in nature.
Hey, you lot. What do you got here?
Mhm.
Any idea what these symbols might mean?
I can take a look at them. Oop, lost my accent.
It's quite alright. Mine's changing on a minute-by-minute basis.
It's 9 a.m. All right, I struggle sometimes. There might be someone else who is better at the magical items than I am, but I can look. Maybe Amara or Driza. You
You
better
need
with
help
magic.
identifying some magic items. I can take a look at them.
You'll hear, and suddenly very self-conscious of his milky essence, Frosh is going to try to wipe off the stones before handing them to you.
Amara, are you doing anything specific to investigate these further?
Can I hit these with an identify magic?
You sure can.
I would love to do that then.
So what you're holding is a pair of sending stones.
Oh, interesting.
Communication items that can work over any distance. These are slightly different in that instead of working once per day, they work as basically a cannon string. They are tethered to one another and can communicate with them as many times as you need to back and forth, but only between these two.
Gotcha. These are a pair of sending stones.
Oh, all right. I think I've used one of these before. So you just you hold one up, and then someone at the other end, you speak to them, and they can hear you.
That's the gist of it.
Ah, yes. All right.
Fascinating. Can we try it? She goes to grab one, and then walks to the other side of the tavern.
Hello. Hello.
Does it work?
Yeah, as he's like yelling hello into the side, you can hear him on the other end of the bar, and there's like a half-second delay where you hear him almost like an echo.
I can hear you.
Oh, criminy! And the thing's just gonna fly out of my hands.
I'd like to catch it.
It went dead.
Hello?
Hello.
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 This is such an interesting magical device. Thank you, Amara, for bringing this to our attention. This is amazing.
She'll walk back. It works. Did you hear me?
I did. I heard you.
Yeah, I heard you
I
loud and
don't-
clear. You scared the bejesus out of me.
Thrash,
Oh,
what
I'm
did you
sorry.
expect? They are sending stones. It was loud. Tiny frog ears.
I don't know if this is a rude question. Do you ooze more when you're scared?
That's a personal question there.
I know. I knew it was going to be rude. I'm sorry. You don't
No,
have to answer. You don't have to answer.
It's quite alright. I'm actually quite used to talking about it. So when I get a little bit frightened, which doesn't happen very often, mind you, because, you know, I'm the fiercest tiny little thing you've ever seen. But every now and then, when the wee bit of fear manages to make its way through, I do get a little bit more of a secretion than usual, but it also makes it quite easy for me to slip away if I need to.
That's a good thing then. Okay, I'm glad I asked. I hope that's okay.
It's quite alright.
While this conversation is going on from across the bar, you hear the bartender yell out as moments before you hear kind of like a thunder crash. The bartender yells over to the robotic-looking man, "Gerard, it's raining." The figure stands up, walks over to the bar, places a gold coin on it, and then walks outside.
I'd like to follow him.
Yeah, Saint's gonna follow because the way that was said was giving the impression that it's not rain.
So you head outside, and he is not far after he's exited the door. He's literally standing 10 feet out the door and off to the side, just letting the rain fall on him, and he's staring off into space in the same manner that he was when he was inside the bar.
I very rudely leave Saint with this person that I just called them over to talk to, and I go and get myself more drinks. It's just
Oh, Saint went outside, so it's fine.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I just awkwardly leave this man there, and without saying a thing, we're just like,
Sure. Sure.
and it was nice seeing you. Maybe again, maybe not, probably not.
You're doing great, Nhemva.
He just kind of waves with his slow big fingers and goes back to hunching over his table.
Come back to the group. What is happening? What's going on here?
Well, we found these sending stones, and next time you should take one with you. I could see you were having the awkward, which I understand deeply. I couldn't personally help you with that, but someone else
Unfortunately.
might be able to next time.
Well, your friend seems to have a great heart. They're very generous with these sending stone things they gave us here.
I hold it up like a phone.
Hello!
Oh God, I hear nothing, but then I heard lots.
Fascinating.
Just mop, mop.
They work great, don't they?
Yes. Do you want? I don't want. Well,
I'll
It-
hold it. I
okay,
find
you
them
hold it.
fascinating. Just
All
like,
right.
tuck it away. I think Saint went outside. I heard there was rain, which is there different kinds of rain here? I know I haven't been here the longest out of all of you, but it just seemed peculiar. Everyone was interested.
How on earth
Should we
could
go
be more
see?
than one kind of rain?
I think it's less about the rain and more about the construct going out after it.
Amara, you're always one for the big thought. But I don't understand what you mean. Please help.
The robot went outside.
Wouldn't he break?
Well,
I'm
if our
sorry?
friend went out there, we should probably follow them.
I peek outside, but I'm just this like brooding body just out the door.
Point of order: everybody who went to look at him, there were two of you that went outside. Did you both come back inside after looking at him and then just saying, no?
And I think Saint's just standing out there, kind of leaning on her cane, just trying to figure out what is so special about this because doesn't have anything else to do right now.
Sure.
So they're just
It-
watching.
So if there's any sort of a like lean fan, if you will, going on here with like head, hop down at the bottom.
Okay. The man who's standing outside, as you get a good look at him, he's not wearing any armor, just a couple of strips of cloth that hang around his metal and wood framed body. And he is staring dead ahead. He doesn't, if he sees you out of the corner of his periphery, he doesn't acknowledge it. He seems pretty absorbed in his own thoughts. Even though his eyes don't have form or shape, they're just kind of like two flashlights wedged into his skull. He seems lost in thought.
I'll pop my hood up to protect my delicate fur from the rain. And then I will walk over and like around him, and I'm only like 5 feet tall. So I'm assuming I'll have to look up at him. But I'll kind of like slide in front of him and I'll be like, "Sir, are you all right? Or is there a problem?"
His head kind of turns, but it turns in a strange way where he kind of turns his head this way and then down to look at you.
Hello.
Oh. Hello.
Are you just standing in the rain because it feels nice on your metal, or do you need help? Are you okay?
No, I cannot feel.
Oh,
I am out here remembering.
oh. Did you lose people in Baldur's Gate?
I did.
I'm sorry for your loss, my friend.
Thank you. Did you also lose someone?
I did. I lost many people in Baldur's Gate, but you know, we march forward, or sneak, depends on day.
You do not cry.
No,
Odd.
I feel those feelings on the inside, and I keep the other feelings on the outside. Makes my day much easier.
Why do you choose to not express those feelings?
Makes it harder to do my job. Would you cry if you could?
Absolutely.
Here,
Humans are
and
lucky.
I'll pull my water skin out of my pack, and I'll like pour some on the tip of my finger paw, and I'll just sort of like swipe it down his face. And I'll be like, "There you go. Now you have tears like everyone else."
Thank you. This is a gift. And I appreciate you.
Of course, friend. Let us know if you need anything, and I will leave you to your grief.
Thank you. He turns his head back up and looks upward and then just lets, again, continuing to let the rain hit him and stare off into space.
And I'll just duck around him and sort of weave my way back into the bar.
Were we all peeking? Do you, when you walk in, do you run into us?
Ferosh is totally standing out in the rain, taking advantage of this, delightful moisture in the air.
Likewise.
I feel like I would have absolutely noticed all of you.
Oh yeah, nobody's stealthing. They're all just like leaning out, and you get this very like Full House moment of every head poking out the door as you turn back around.
Hello there. Saint, he is grieving.
Well, he's going to rest if he just stands out here in the rain this whole time. Some of us are made for the water, but not all of us are.
I am definitely not. And as I say that, I'll like shake my tail so that like the water poofs off of it and then smooth it down and head inside past all of the bodies in the door.
As you head in, making your way through like your group of friends, you actually collide with another body as he's on his way out the door. And it's the strange gentleman with the wily hair who had the bundle in his hands from earlier. He runs into you. You are 5 feet tall, you said?
Yes.
He's a good 1.5 feet shorter than you.
Oh.
And he slams into your solid and impressive frame and drops his bundle. The bundle hits the ground with like a heavy thud. And he scrambles. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he picks up his bundle and starts to immediately make his way out the door. Sorry, I don't mean to rush away. I don't mean to be rude. I'm just
not a problem.
I'm in a hurry. I'm sorry.
You're
so sorry.
fine. No, it's okay. Have a good day. Bye.
He takes like 30 strides out and then stops and turns around and comes right back. I'm sorry. I this may be rude of me. Are you look.
I am a cat, if that is what you're asking.
It's inconsequential to me. You look rough. Are you for hire? Are you
Oh, yes, we are for hire. But my friends and I, and I'll say it really loud so that they can all hear, we are for hire. If you have job, we can do it. Doesn't matter what it is. Well, we have some morals.
Okay.
There's lots of us, yes.
Are you credentialed? Are you all with the Flaming Fist or
If that would make you feel better, then sure.
Definitely.
I mean, these fists can be flaming under the right situation.
It's true.
I take that to mean that you are not unionized. Okay, well, and he looks around and beckons you like out towards the side of the friendly arm. He leads you over to like the stables, still carrying his bundle. We can't be heard speaking about hiring ununionized mercenaries. I'm sorry. The Baldur's Gate has fallen, but laws still uphold.
Mercenary is a strong word. We are more like happy helpers.
I'll do mercenary work. I don't care.
Yes.
It's a job.
Oh, excellent. That'll work out very nicely should we ever have to recant this story in a court of law. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm wondering, I'm looking for given certain situations as they are, I'm looking for an escort. I'm heading to Candlekeep. It's not far. It's maybe a day and a half from here, but it's urgent that I get there as quickly and as safely as possible.
Absolutely. Does everyone else think that sounds like a good plan?
As long as I'm not expected to run.
Now
Then yeah.
solid.
Hold that thought, and Ferosh is going to hop back to the table, finish their mug, hop on back. Now we're good to go.
Oh.
So you hop away back to the Friendly Arnhem to finish your drink and then hop back out?
Correct.
While you've hopped away, you get there. He's like, is he going to come back? How long do you usually wait for him? Oh, there he is.
Don't worry about it.
He's fast for small person. He's fine. Fast legs.
Right. I'm having a bit of trouble, however. I am only with what you see me wearing, and I am currently out of money, and despite the current climate, political, emotional, literal, they still want gold rendered for services, and I'm having trouble procuring a cart or horses or or anything really. Which leads me to my second problem is that if you are for hire, I will have to postpone payment upon arrival.
Why did you make agreement that you can't fulfill before?
Well, we
Doing
haven't
agreement.
shaken on the deal yet now, have we? There's no
No, I
agreement.
meant the one where you have to pay the first one, not the follow up, the one to get the items, the one.
Right. You're confusing. You're a very frustrating individual. I think I'll hold off on addressing your questions for now, if
Sir,
that's
you will
all
not
right.
be rude to my friend here. We are potentially offering you free services. We have no guarantee that you can pay us when we get there.
I absolutely can, and I will.
Your word means nothing to me. I do not know you.
True.
If I'm going to steal horses for you, I need some sort of guarantee. Look, I can steal the horses. That is not a problem. But if we're going to do this, I need a guarantee. What is in your sack? What do you have? What possessions do you have?
He pulls his backpack around, sets down the bundle on the floor, and pulls his backpack around and opens it. Inside, he's got a bedroll, a few days worth of rations, cured meats. He's got a rope, like a very basic cutting knife. It's not like a weapon necessarily. It looks like it's meant to cut the rope if it need be. He's got like a small one-person tent, a bed. Did I say bedroll? I said bedroll. He's got a couple of papers, some ink and pens, and that's it. He doesn't have much.
Wow. All right. Well, what do you all think? I've been talking this whole time.
Did we see? Well, first of all, Song, I don't think you look rough. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
I appreciate that. I brush myself every day.
I know you put work in, and we can tell. Second of all, did we see what was in the package?
In the bundle? No.
In the bundle? What is that? What is that? What is that?
That is private and on a need to know basis only.
I feel like if we're working for you, we are in the need to know, like service.
Especially if we're working, pro bono at this point.
Yeah.
It is absolutely none of your business. It is crucial to my work and the reason I am heading to Candlekeep. And I will thank you.
Looks like you'll be heading to Candlekeep by yourself then, and I'll pop my hood up and turn around and start to walk away.
Is it something that people would attack you to get?
He pauses for a long moment. No.
That was very hesitant. I don't believe that.
Insight check.
Yeah, okay, roll me an insight check.
14.
He is, you can tell by the way that he's like thinking, he's considering the wording of what you've said, and he's hiding something. He's intentionally being obtuse about how you phrased your question.
You don't have to tell me what it is right this second. I'll expect it later. But I need to know if it's something that you would be attacked over, because then we would be attacked also. And that changes whether or not we do this.
Well, yes, it does pose an inherent danger. It is part of my work. My work is complicated.
I have all day.
And maybe with some details, you will, as they say around these parts, provide proof of value to us so that we may engage in services to protect you.
Okay.
You really are the brains of this operation, aren't you, here?
I don't know how.
Your request is not unreasonable. I will describe to you what is in the bundle, contingent on the hopes that we do not open the bundle. As I said, there is an inherent danger to my work, and I do not wish to expose you prematurely to said danger.
Go on.
Inside, oh my. He looks at Frosh as you are like, and sort of backs away a little bit. Inside is a very large, for lack of a better term, we'll call it a crystal.
So it's not a crystal.
It is not formed in the same way that conventional crystals are formed. This is not a naturally formed crystal. It is lab made.
Okay.
Are you telling me a dog made this crystal?
Like a labradoodle.
Oof. I will try to use smaller words. We created this with alchemy and magic. Alchemy is like a science where you combine elements to create other elements. This one is brand new. It is an element. Elements are what create the world around us. And this one is brand new. It was created inside of a lab, which is a technical word for a place where you perform this science. And we made this. No dogs were involved, let alone had a hand in or harmed by the process.
I think you mean had a paw in, but that's unfortunate. Song, I had seen Song walk away. Song, did you hear what they said about the crystal? Do you think that's enough for us to, work?
I just pop up out of the shadows, like directly next to Driza. I'm just like, if we get to see it first, just a little peek. All I want proof that that's what is in that.
That would be very ill-advised.
Why would it be very ill-advised? Because for me, I hear shiny thing in bag, and let me tell you, shiny thing is favorite thing I will protect with my life.
Yes, I understand that shiny thing is good for your
No. Shiny
lizard
thing, very
brain.
pretty, very pleasing to eye.
I understand that your lizard brain wants to see the shiny.
Sir, I am a cat.
Oh my.
You are part cat folk? I thought you were tabaxi.
Look at this. And then I just pull my head down and I'm like,
I am learning so much today.
preening.
There's a
Look
difference
over at
between the two?
Frosh.
Yes, there's a difference, but oh my god.
I'm gonna look over at Frosh and just kind of mouth, it's always the lizards. They forget about the rest of us.
Now, why does everyone here keep thinking I'm a lizard?
I don't know. You're very obviously frog. Look, sir, I'm not sure how to address you. What is your name?
Oh, my name is Tinklemeyer.
Dinkelmeyer. And I'm going to take it. I'm going to.
Excuse
Oh.
me. Are
I'm
you
sorry.
laughing at my family name?
You called
Yeah.
me lizard. It is
I
fine.
am named after my father and his father and his father's father.
Well,
I
they
come
all
from
had
a long
ridiculous
line
name.
of
And
you're
Tinklemeyers
you're
from the
Tinklemeyer the
Gobbenthopper
third?
family.
What honor does the Tinkles bring to family? I have that question.
You are a very frustrating individual to work with.
I
I
have
just want you to
spoken
know that
one
you're
time.
difficult.
Amaru, Amaru, as a Yanti, do you have a tail or do you have feet?
Oh, full on snake tail, yeah.
Okay. So, I turn to Amaru. Constrict. That's something you can do, right?
Well,
I would like to put into perspective that you are asking me to reveal my item to you and then making fun of me. And I want you to know that you're difficult and rude. And
Yes,
Well, you did coleslaw on the list.
Says the one who's trying to get us to work for free.
that's what I'm saying.
I am Most delivery services have a charge on delivery service. With it may cost more. I assume that with this rudeness, we are breaking even.
I would like
Well-
to lean
Amphibian.
down really close to his face, like really close. And I want to bare my teeth a little bit, and I want to say, look, sir, we have no problem doing this job for you, but we need some sort of proof that what you are saying is valid. Everything is crazy. Lots of people have died. We have lost people here and there, and you are asking us to escort you with no guarantee of payment. And if you cannot pull through, then we will leave. Do you understand what I am saying?
Roll intimidation.
Thank you. That is a 24.
Okay. The color leaves his face, and there's like beads of sweat starting to form at like the corners of his forehead. Oh, okay.
Please tell me that Tinklewire tinkles a little.
Iron bladders in the Gobbenthopper family.
There is
Open.
the honor.
We can all stand around you in like a circle so no one else can see it.
Iron bladders, open hearts. Iron bladders, open hearts. I will show you briefly if it will lead to a more sane conversation about leaving this place.
We can leave as soon as you show it to me. I will take these horses and we will go.
He will start to unwrap this large bundle. And before revealing it, he will just barely peel back like the last layer, revealing a very reflective, glassy stone on the inside of this bundle. Most of it is still wrapped, but he is showing you that this glassy stone is glowing with like a blue lambents.
Friends.
That wasn't as cool as I thought it would be. It's kind of disappointing.
Are you
Crystal that.
quite satisfied?
I am. Let's go.
Amara, Nhemva, Frosh.
Yeah.
Can I do like a quick investigate just to make sure Tinkle is not full of hoopla?
Okay. Not investigation, but I will let you roll Arcana.
Dope. $28.
28. Okay. You're a wizard, right?
Yeah.
So you know full well what kind of work is being done here. You're familiar with Philosopher's Stones and the construction thereof. You also know that Philosopher's Stones tend to have more of an orangey red hue. This thing is bright blue. And it glows like when he uncovered it, the thing glowed like a flashlight, which is not typical for Philosopher's Stones. Philosopher's Stones usually glow when they're activated or being used. This thing is being wrapped, implying that it's constantly glowing. And as he unwrapped some of the towel, you could see that the glow was kind of permeating through, which is probably an explanation for why it's wrapped multiple times in here. You've never seen anything like that, though, before. With your extensive knowledge of the arcane, you can approximate what this thing may have been, or where the knowledge started academically from, but it has branched off into something unrecognizable.
Perfect. He's telling the truth. This is something new.
Interesting. I am now interested in that so that I can learn more later. Yeah? Yeah.
Well, if everyone else here is on board, then I think I will be too.
I'm good to go.
Sounds like a plan.
But before we go, I have to have a quick word with you here, and I'm going to hop on over closer to Tinkle Meyer. Thank you.
Just tinkle.
It's Tinklemeyer Gobbenthopper. He has given you his full name in a roundabout way, but his first name is Tinklemeyer.
So listen here. I understand that we have an arrangement here. You're going to pay us at the end of this. But just a little reminder, just to keep you in the back of your head there. I may be of a more merciful discipline, but kneecaps are always on the table. So just Keep that in mind. Hop, hop, hop.
Iron bladders, open hearts. Iron bladders, open hearts. And he walks. You'll need to procure a cart. As I said, I have no money. You'll be reimbursed,
Makes you think I have money.
but that's the lay of the land. Because, as I said, you look rough, and adventurers like you typically don't travel without a fistful of cash in your pockets. I'm sure you can scrounge together 10 gold between the 6 of you.
You are mighty presumptuous of us.
I am observant.
Bad observation.
You are an annoying little man.
Yes, well, the feeling is mutual, kitten. I will be
That is
waiting for
extremely
you.
offensive.
I would
I will-
not call them that.
I am glad we've established that we are not going to be friends on this journey, that we are here as a business association, correct?
Do not ever call me kitten again, or you will meet your end very quickly, small man, and I will take that stone and I will find something to do with it. Do you understand me?
Fair.
Hold your tongue. Go
And,
sit in the bar and I will get the cart.
Upon hearing the word kitten, Frosh is going to hop on over to our little friend and slap him across the face.
Does it sound like wet because you're sticky?
Oh, it sounds very wet, and I'm sure that there is a
Right.
nice tinkling sensation on their face right now.
Okay, yeah, that's not good. What's the
This
DC
is
on
it.
your poison, by the way?
Oof.
Let me check that real quick. I
will
actually don't.
say-
I actually think that for my poison, I don't think there is a DC. Is there? Let me see here.
I will note this is just made like 10 times worse by the fact that since I now know what the fuck he's carrying, I'm just like looming over him, other mother style.
Other mother's-
Let's see. Oh, it's DC 12.
Okay, cool. So he fails.
Cool.
So
He's
yeah,
poisoned
you
for a
slap
minute.
him. You leave like this kind of snotty goop on his cheek that he quickly wipes away and throws at the ground with like a heavy. And his face is no longer like pale; it's more like a greenish tinge as he like turns away from you and. Excuse me 1 second, and he runs back. to-
Iron bladders, open hearts. Thank you, Frosh.
Yeah. When a friend's in need, you help them.
Amara, are you going to follow where he go? Follow Shiny Stone? Or you stay with us while we get cart?
I will help you out retrieve the card. I
Yes.
think he'll
I
find
can
his way
follow
back
him.
to us.
On the bright side, if he dies, you'll get to keep Shiny Stone. And then I'm just gonna like pop my head up and start.
Yeah, Saint will follow.
As you guys
Tinklemeyer.
are heading back towards the tavern following the expeditious Tinklemeyer, you hear a scream from nearby, but within the vicinity of the friendly arm. That scream is shortly joined by several other screams as you start to see the droves of people sitting in groups are now running in one direction, away from a commotion that is happening in a place that you can't see. As you approach closer, are any of you running in that direction, or will you?
I'll be running in that direction and listening for any perceiving what I can.
Is anybody not going towards the commotion? I guess is the question here.
I think Saint would go just because they might be able to help out. Not very fast though. She's not moving very fast.
I
I'm
will
heading
make the
that way cautiously, but I don't want to like be first on scene.
Sure.
I will make the important distinction that I am hopping, not running.
Sure, absolutely. So as you all make your way over to where this commotion is occurring, you see one creature leaping towards like a running away villager. The villager just narrowly escapes the snapping jaws of this brown creature, bipedal but hunched over, short, and it's just a pair of jaws with a smooth carapace that runs over the back of this thing. The one creature is then joined by 5, 10,
Oh.
15, 20 of them.
Oh.
Soon there are 50 of these creatures running and chasing after villagers. I need initiative rolls from everybody.
Great
Oh,
news.
good.
Oof. It's a rough initiative.
It is.
Mhm.
Oh God.
When you are ready, I have my initiative.
Let's see here. All right, Nhemva, what's yours?
6.
6. Song?
27.
27. Frosh?
Damn.
13.
Driza?
25.
25. Amaru?
8. The slithering
8.
is slow.
Hold on, I gotta add a man. Oops, cancel that. I missed somebody. Who did I miss? Saint, right?
16.
16.
Are any of us actually running at this point? We've got a slither, we've got hopping, we've got prowling. Like, what else we got going on here?
I got
Limping.
feet.
Limping.
Oh, I run. I
okay.
really run.
Somebody in the party has to be able to run. It's not Saint.
Some
Excellent.
can run, but some keeps it to themselves on occasion until it's necessary to move as fast as they can.
Breed's a little too heavy when run.
As the full horde of these creatures appear, Driza, you are the first to react. There is a small army of these creatures right in front of you. What do you do?
I'm gonna look around. Is there seem like I get an extra 10 feet of movement with my dread ambusher feature with the Gloomstalkers. So that's 40 feet. Within 40 feet, does there seem like a good vantage point where I could get pretty far away but be in crossbow range?
Okay. You are very close to where the stables are. The stables have like a low roof that you could easily enough climb up on top of. It's maybe at this point, since you guys started walking towards the end, about 10 feet away from you. And you could use some of your movement to get up onto like a platform where these overhangs cover the stables themselves. But yeah, that's close enough to you that you would still be about, we'll say, 60 feet from the nearest of these creatures.
Got it. Yes, I will do that then.
Okay, as you make your way, do me a favor and just roll me a quick athletics.
Got it. 23.
23. All right. Yeah, you definitely grab onto the ledge and hoist yourself up, and you are now standing on this very wide, long platform that overhangs the main building of the barn that houses the horses, and it stretches across like maybe 80 feet, and it runs parallel with the friendly Armin building, which
Got
these
it.
creatures are now coming around the corner from. So you are within 60 feet of them at this point, or at least the nearest one.
Got
You
it.
still have your action.
I'll go ahead and make a shot with the crossbow.
Do it.
Oh my god. That's a 12, but that was a nat 1.
Yeah. So you
Yoinks.
level your crossbow and you fire, and the thing flies and just skits like a skipping stone, just bounces off the carapace of the top of one of these creatures. The arrow then like sails into the air and sticks into the ground behind it somewhere as they continue to run after the villagers here. You have a bonus action? Do you want to?
I have 2 attacks, so
Oh,
I
okay.
will do one more. That's
for
a dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, this one sinks right into the throat of a creature. Roll your damage for me.
Yeah. 11.
Yeah, you this bolt sails right through in one end, right out the other, and the creature just kind of hits the ground and slides at the speed it was running. It just drags into the dirt. It is down.
All right, I'll just press myself to the roof and watch.
Perfect. Song, you're up.
Wonderful. I think I'm going to just look at the group. How far away now?
You guys are all roughly 60 feet from the nearest one.
Wonderful.
Actually, 65 feet now because Driza took out the nearest one.
All right, very good. I would like to fly up about 30 feet.
Okay.
But I make it look like I am jumping. I just, and then I want to get as many as I can inside of a 10-foot sphere where I
Okay.
can target that. And I would like to cast Shatter on them from the sky.
Excellent. That's a con save, correct?
Yes, it is a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
That went poorly.
That is good for me, bad for you.
Yeah, they all fail.
Oh, good. 1, 2, 3, D8. I take 15 points of thunder damage, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll that. I was trying to click the spell. But that's okay. I already rolled physical dice. And then as a bonus action, I would like to give... Oh, let's give Frosh Bardic Inspiration. And I'll say, you're going to do great. Thank you for the slap. And then just...
Okay. Hold on. How many fit in a 10 by 10?
That is a good question.
Or hold on, let me get. Christ. We'll just take out this many. Whoops. And let me. God, I gotta deal the damage individually to these creatures. I'm sorry. Bear with me.
I'm sorry that I did it to you this way.
Why you do me like this, song? That to 12 of them? Yeah. Jesus Christ. This is efficiency. Thank you, website that is not sponsoring this stream or making me do this. And bingo, bango, bongo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Cool. You put a sizable dent. The dirt explodes from the center point that you focus on as you jump straight up in the air, and at the apex of your jump, spin around and point a finger down. As it explodes, dirt goes flying everywhere as the smell of rotten eggs fills the air as these creatures just kind of scatter out in the area. The rest of these creatures, ignoring completely their fallen, jumping over the bodies to continue chase. It is their turn. Here we go. Let's see, how many of you are left? The full horde, the 37 of these creatures that are left, all immediately pivot and start bolting towards you. You guys are about 60 plus feet away, so they are all going to have to dash to get up to you. But you are quickly overtaken. Now every creature is just on top of where your party sits. But they are in your immediate vicinity, and up close, these things are a lot more gruesome looking. As you get a close look, they have leathery skin, the shiny chitinous carapace that runs over the top of them. They are a deep brown color, and their teeth kind of overlap in rows like shark's teeth would, but they come to a point like reptilian teeth do. And they just have these two bipedal claws that have them running around. They almost look like ostriches, but they're very short and angular. That is all their turn. It is going to go to Saint, I believe. Yep.
Bear with me. Yeah, Saint is going to stay where she is and cast Animate Undead at 5th level. So out of the ground, 5 skeletons just start to form out of bones that you couldn't tell were there before because they may not have been. They just start to rise, and all of them stand kind of in a line in front of them and anyone who is like nearer behind Saint.
Okay, how many are you summoning?
5.
5. Okay.
I have their stats. I can put them in chat. Like the face, because some of it's bumped from the regular skeleton.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Do me a
Yeah.
favor. They will go immediately on your turn. Instead of having them roll their own initiatives.
Oh yeah.
They'll just go
Oh.
immediately on your turn and then just maneuver them on your turn whenever you have.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it starts on my next turn.
Bully day. And do you have anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. Just getting some friends.
So yeah, as they approach, the ground is immediately disturbed by the clawing out of these skeletal creatures from the ground, and they stand guard, ready to take on these horrible, not ostriches. Frosh, you're up.
How close is the nearest one?
It's like next to you. It's ready to take a bite out of your face. The next.
Oh,
round.
most excellent. Hello there, friend. You seem stressed. Let me relieve some of that tension. And I'm going to hop on up and take a whack at them with my spear.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and swing that spear.
Before doing so, I have a prescription for you. And I'm going to wipe the blade of the spear against my skin before taking my strike.
Absolutely. Gross.
That will be a synthetic 20 to hit.
Okay, yeah. You scrape some goo off of your ribs and immediately pierce right through the hard carapace of the forehead of this creature and pin it to the ground. What's the damage?
The damage will be 7 piercing, and they need to make a DC 12 con check.
He rolled a 5 on the die. What's his con look like? It's probably terrible. It is. Okay, yeah, he fails the save. What is... Oh.
I lost it. I had it here a second ago.
I assume it deals some form of poison damage. And
Yes, it does.
Okay, so...
there it is. I found it. 2d4 poison. If it
Yeah,
fails.
so this spear goes straight through the carapace and pins it to the ground. But the poison, it's almost like you punctured this spear through through a set of Doc Martens or something like that. The goo of your poison just slides right off and hits the ground and does not seem to affect the creature in any way.
Great. Well, we're going to go ahead and take another stab at this then. The second one's going to be a higher than 20 to hit. Math is hard.
Sure.
25.
Okay, sure. How much damage is this one?
That'll be an additional 7.
Sure. So you wrench the spear free, and the creature just kind of like shatters as you wrench it out of this thing. It just kind of explodes and falls on the ground. It's down. It's dead.
Great. Is there another target within range?
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's another one to your immediate right. You guys they're swarming.
Wonderful. Then we're going to go ahead and hop on over to there. How about some percussive massage? And we're going to go some bonus action for some flurry of blows, please.
Excellent. Do it.
That will be a 17 and a 23.
Both hit.
That will be 7 plus 11 is 18.
18 damage. Okay. So yeah, you punch and the thing nods its head down to defensively try to block your fist. And as your fist makes contact with the skin, you watch as this ripple travels from the front of the beast all the way to the back, and the back explodes out like horrible confetti. And it slumps to the ground as well. Is that the end of your turn, or do you have more?
That'll be the end of my turn, but before I do, are you all gonna start fighting yet? There's more here.
On that note, Amaru, you're up.
Perfect. I would like to use my bonus action to enter my my Blade Song stance, however.
Okay. So yeah, you guys hear, what song do you sing? Is it a generic tune? Is it a shanty? Is it what's the? I guess what you don't have to sing if you don't want to. What's the
I
general
definitely
vibe
can't
of your
sing.
music?
It's more like a battle cry, eerily similar to, but legally distinct enough that like a Silver for Monsters track from Witcher.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you start singing. Everyone around you starts to hear this haunting tune. What are you doing with your action?
I mean, listen, you know me, right? Let's start off strong. Let's go for chain lightning.
Ooh, okay. That is a dex save. Bam.
Does the little thing
many-
here just roll to hit, or do I not have to roll to hit?
You know what? Hold on a sec. I thought it was a dex save for chain lightning.
It is a dex save, so dex 17.
How many bounces does it have? Oh. 3 bolts leap from the target. As many as. Wait. What?
This is math. This is math.
You're throwing out 3 bolts, and each of those bolts then leap to as many as 3 other targets. So 9 targets. 9 targets, yeah. And it's 10d8.
Let me just roll to hit, or whatever this rolling animation thing does here.
I
Oh, it rolls the damage. Okay.
I don't think it matters. Because you can't roll less damage than they have. So this will be, and you rolled a 27?
Yeah.
Then nothing matters, because they are all.
Okay.
You are just going to point your finger.
I cast
and
with my sword. What do you mean finger?
Oh, okay. So yeah, you pull up your divining rod
Finger.
and
My
aim it
scimitar.
at 9 of these creatures. Oh God! All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
As Driza sees this happen, she's just like, she's so cool.
A voice rings out from somewhere. 1.21 gigawatts.
And Frosh is going to, just look back after the abysmal body count that he just accomplished. Oh, that's just cheating.
She did great.
For some flavor, since I do speak Infernal, I want to start counting out loud how many I fell, so the horde can hear.
So yeah, lightning rolls down your shoulder, across your wrist, into the lightning rod, and 3 bolts split out and then connect like a broken spider web to 9 other creatures. They are instantly charred, and 9 blackened, steaming bodies fall to the ground with the smell of burnt ozone and eggs in the air.
Do they smell edible? Teresa needs to know.
Ooh.
Asking.
It depends on your definition of edible. I think some of you might be able to get away with eating them.
Just need that inkling. Okay, that's all I need.
You got to eat the hearts to gain their power. I feel
Yeah,
you.
I think to humans, this might not be an appetizing smell, but I don't know, the frog and the cat might enjoy it. I think the orc would be, okay with it. The snake doesn't have olfactory senses, so they'd be fine with it. That'd be. It's
Snakes
good,
are always around corpses. I don't think this bothers them.
Speaking of, it's Nhemva's turn.
So how many are left here? We've had many explosion. And you said so that was 37 minus 9. 4, or was that
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
enough for me to attack? Got it.
24,
So,
yeah.
I run into a point where so I run 20 feet ahead. I turn and my little dress kind of flows in the wind giantly, and I turn and I'm just bring a hand out like a kamehameha and bring out an ice knife into the closest creature within a 60-foot range, but I'm trying to center it. That's why I moved 20 feet forward to hopefully center it around 5 feet around a center.
You're trying to make sure there's a group behind it so that when you hit
Correct.
it splits out. Okay.
Yes. And they need to make dex saves, please.
What's the DC?
14.
Okay. And how this affects it's ice knife, right?
Correct.
Perfect. So one of them saves.
Okay.
Nailed it.
I realized I had dice on my desk this entire time. Are you kidding me? Anyway, here they are. I found them. All right. So the initial dog in the center gets. It'll be 5 damage. And then the shard explodes, and everything around it gets. $15 cold damage. And then the one that saves doesn't get hit, I don't think. Yep.
Okay. So you send an icicle spiraling towards the first one, and you Tom Brady it right down this thing's mouth. And then the creature seemingly almost swallows the icicle, and then, like a bouncing Betty, just spikes fly everywhere from inside this thing and hits its neighboring, we'll say, friends.
Perfect. And as a bonus action, she swings her hand back and takes out a dancing short sword and tosses it into the air, speaking, just saying, go. Go knife go. And the old go knife go. And it hovers, it flies 30 feet, which is not the 60 feet. Oh, sorry, I moved forward 20, so it would make it 10 feet away from it. And that's floating and ready to attack.
Okay, fair enough. What is happening here?
Yes.
Back to the top. Driza.
All right. How, from my vantage point, have any of these creatures noticed me yet?
Not up where you are. They seem pretty focused on like the group of people who are throwing explosions at them. Their attention is pretty well grabbed.
Got it. I'm going to specifically attempt to pick off some at the back of the horde. So, that way they notice.
Fair.
Take them a while. And I'll do 2 crossbow shots.
All right. Roll the attacks.
13.
13. All right. So yeah, you shoot and it just manages to find a spot between the hard carapace and the soft spot and just barely makes it into the flesh of this creature. What's the damage on that one?
So it did hit. That is 10.
Okay. The thing takes like 3 more steps forward and looks up at you before falling over on its side and dies. You see it take its last like exhale as it just kind of slumps over. Your second shot.
Good. This is working well. All right. This next one is 25.
Yep. Yep. That.
And that'll be 8.
Ooh. So yeah, this one gets a bolt in it and it kind of jumps, and this one's attention goes to you. It does not fall over and die.
All right, I'm waiting. I see you. You see me. And she just squares up.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Sounds good. Song.
Great. I would like to plunge myself right into the middle of the fray. And I will conjure my blades and I will stab at the one closest to me.
All right, go for it.
Wonderful. Let's see. That is my psychic blades. That is a 23 to hit.
That certainly does.
Wonderful. 7 points of, I believe, psychic damage.
Oh.
Yes.
How many points?
7.
Oh. All right. So yeah, the thing shivers, but doesn't give any external appearance of having been affected, but it does look like it's starting to teeter on its two legs, like it's been unbalanced somehow.
Very good. I will bonus action stab it again.
All right, go for it.
That is definitely going to hit. It is 19 on the die plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
That is another 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay, yeah. So as you stab this thing a second time, it kind of just like, it looks like it's been stunned, and it takes a moment to kind of like assess itself before it just kind of falls face first into the dirt and just
Wonderful.
stops.
That is wonderful, wonderful. Good news.
Mm.
I want to make sure there's nothing else that I can do. All right, that will be my turn. I will just stand there in the middle of the fray with my psychic blades in my hands.
Okay, we got 15, 16 of these left. Sick. They're gonna break off into groups of 5, and 5. Each of these groups, one group is gonna head towards Frosh, Amaru, and Nhemva, and they are all going to try to swarm and attack you. Frosh does. Where the hell is the attack roll? Oh, here we go. Does an 11, 14, or 16 hit you?
None of those hit.
None of those hit. So a series of bites, you with your froggy Zen-like reflexes are able to kind of Neo as like other images of frogs are like moving around, avoiding teeth and claws. We are moving on to Amaru. 5 of them lash out at you. Holy hell. Does an 11, 15, 19 hit?
Nope.
None of those. All right, last one.
Quick question is
Nope.
You said Amaru was in my group?
There's separate groups of 5. So 5 of them came after you and all
Okay.
tried to bite and claw. A separate group of 5 went after Amaru.
Okay, I ask because I do have Sentinel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they split up before like swarming you because
Great.
you've been killing the ones in your immediate vicinity.
Great.
And the yet a third group is going after Nhemva. Hold on, a bunch of rolls coming in. You know what? I'm gonna make this easier. What's your AC, Nhemva?
16.
Cool. Only one of them hits because I'm rolling like an a-hole.
Got those natural 20s out of the way early.
Yeah, no kidding.
Apologies.
You calibrated correctly.
The item is already on. It is 14. Not 16.
Perfect.
The
Oh,
item, that's not ominous at
Well,
all.
there's an item that adds AC. I just added it manually, but it's already selected, so it is already done. 14.
gotcha. That's still only one of them.
Well, heck.
But
tried.
it bites. You take 6 points of damage as it sinks its teeth into you and does not let go. You now have this horrible tick-like creature just holding on to your shoulder. And then there's the 16th one, whose attention has been grabbed by Song, or no, Driza up on the ledge. This thing spreads out from underneath its carapace. These horribly crooked, membraneless wings kind of pop out, and it starts flapping at a very rapid speed, almost like a hummingbird, and it takes up off of the ground and lands on the ledge next to you, and takes a swing or a bite. Let's see, does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Hooah! Bite that you take 6 points of piercing damage as this thing clamps down on your
Ugh.
calf and holds on for dear life. Nope, not Frosh. Saint.
Okay.
You're up.
Yes. With bonus action, I am going to command all of my skeleton friends to shoot at one of the groups of 5. So they'll each shoot at a different one.
Okay.
And I'm just going to start rolling those.
Bone Body
19.
Firing Squad. Oh boy. Yeah.
13.
That's their AC. So yep.
Do math. 17. That one's an 8. And 11. So I think 3 of them hit.
Yeah.
And that
so
is.
that's 3 hit.
Hang on. 5. 7 points of damage each.
Okay. I gotta put 7 in 3 of these.
Let me know if that kills any of them.
It does not.
Okay.
They are all still standing.
And then on another group of 5, I'm sure somebody's in there, and I apologize for this. I am going to cast Circle of Death and set the point around one of those 5 to 60 foot radius. So I don't know how many that's going to get.
Okay. It's interesting because the way that they are all positioned, you can either include somebody in that spell and get like 15 of them in a 60-foot radius, or you can exclude your party members and get like 7 of them.
Anyone gonna be mad if I get them? Just try and get as many as possible. I can heal you. I can bring you back from the dead. It's okay.
I won't be mad. I can't promise Frosh won't be.
That's fair. Okay.
Song
Yeah.
will be offended, but they are probably used to it.
I'll come heal
Probably
you
happened
next time.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So I will put the point to get 15 of them.
Okay, so you're going.
And they all have to make dex saves.
Okay, in that case, if you're going for all 15, then Nhemva, Amaru, and Frosh, you guys all make your.
Make some
Dex
dex
saves as
saves.
well.
My dexterous orc.
What save do we make?
Or no, sorry, Constitution save.
Oh, con.
Oh, even better. I have
great.
advantage on those right now.
12.
Hey. Hey. Whoa.
All right.
Oh,
Not great.
all right.
That's a roller coaster of reactions right there.
I got 3 of them rolled nat 20s like in a row. And then I'm back down to 4 and 1 and 5.
Okay, so how many
And
am I
another.
hitting? I gotta do math.
You are hitting all but 3 of them.
Okay.
Does it still do damage if they save? Do they
Yes,
save
hang on, I'm
that?
trying to do the math for this.
Oh, this is gonna
It's
be good.
8d6. So, okay.
Okay.
That is going to be, for the ones who failed to save, it's going to be 34.
All
What
right.
was the save again?
So
I'm
they're all
sorry?
dead. If they save for half, they're gone.
What was the DC again? For us.
The DC is 18.
Okay. So you said
It's a high
30.
DC, but luckily I passed.
said
And
34?
what type
This-
of damage?
Necrotic.
Okay.
And if
Necrotic.
you pass the save, that's still 17 points, but I'll come heal people.
Cool.
Hey, watch what you're doing here. I'm on your side.
Yeah, but they're dead.
Yeah, all of them slump to the ground, and they immediately start just like decomposing. However, Driza, you are still dealing with yours. So if that is Saint's turn, Frosh, you are next.
Frosh is going to temporarily take like half of a second, just look flabbergasted at the battlefield, and then turn to my grappled friend here and hop on over and see if we can help deal with that situation.
Are you going to do anything to help her as she struggles with this horrifying, clamped-on creature that has avoided the circle of death?
Yes, we
Okay.
are going to go to it and go, now that's not a way to deal with stress. Here, let me relieve some tension. Pop, pop.
Okay. Yeah, leaping through the air, I assume.
Oh yes.
You bounce up onto the rooftop right next to Driza and start swinging.
Oh, you know it. That will be a math is hard. 24 and a 16.
Yeah, they both hit.
That will be 11 plus 7.
Yeah, it's so with its last remaining hit points, all 2 of them. You punch it twice and it shreds off. Like the remnants of the tips of its teeth are probably left behind in Driza's calf as you clobber this thing off.
Did you take any damage?
Oh, yes, a little bit.
This'll hurt, but you'll feel much better. And I'm going to use my Flurry of Blows to do 2 quick punches in their back before they even have a chance to finish that sentence.
Oh.
And you will heal for 13 damage.
What?
Do you make house calls?
Well, I do. I mean, I'm sure I have affordable rates for, I give the friends and family discount.
Thank you.
Way of the chiropractor.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you've taken down all of these terrible creatures. I think as you've assessed the damage, as you're looking out at the carnage on the field and kind of taking in the fact that there were no casualties within your immediate vicinity, I think now's a good time to take a break, collect ourselves, and come back in the second half. As we head to the break, there's a giveaway happening during the break. Make sure that you type in Jaspers in the chat. No exclamation point beforehand, no apostrophe beforehand. Just type the word Jaspers in to be entered into the giveaway for your free Jaspers Game Day t-shirt. And we'll announce a winner on the way back. We'll be back in just a little bit here. See you guys very shortly.
Bye, friends.
Whoop, whoop, bye.
I'm just like,
Ayo.
does that mean we're live or oh no?
Boy, wouldn't that be rich? Oh, we are.
Oh,
here. Hi.
yeah, we are.
No, we were live right when you said. So does that mean we're live?
Oh, good. I'm glad that's what chat got to come back to.
Welcome back, chat. We're gonna
We're
go
all
ahead and pick a
professionals
winner.
here. We're good.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Hi, we're back. Let's pick a winner of the Jaspers Game Day T-shirt. Daniel,
Danner.
OG
Oh,
Crush.
all right.
Congrats! Yay!
Won both of these in a row. Hell yeah.
Yo.
Amazing.
Go buy lotto tickets, V.
For
What?
real.
Yeah, they showed holy shit.
That's
Damn.
exciting.
All right. Well, congratulations, Amaru,
Congratulations.
for winning a Jaspers Game Day T-shirt. The initiative order will have that out to you shortly.
Yeah.
Be sure to stick around with Danny after the fact to give him your deets.
Yeah.
Let's get back into it, shall we?
Yes.
Yes.
The smell of bad eggs and ozone and fire still heavy in the air. You remind yourselves that you had agreed to go somewhere and have been separated from your guide for quite some time. What are you guys going to do now that you are surrounded by the carnage you've created?
Well, first, the saint is going to go find Amaru to do a healing hands.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that. And she will
It's
just...
all right. I know how it gets with area of effect spells.
And you get 15 hit points back.
Dope. Thank you.
Yeah, and then after the fight and exertion, Saint's just gonna pass out for a few seconds.
Frosh is going to make a very wet cracking sound with his knuckles, and is going to ask, "All right, is anyone else hurt?"
No.
As I see Saint pass out, I do like let them fall into my giant hands, and I just kind of let them lean on me because I don't know if they're like comfortable with being picked up, so I just like let them lean but not totally passed out, and then I'm just like, well, I am bleeding from a lot of places on my shoulder.
All right, hang on. We got this. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see. I found. Here we are. So there, and there.
Thanks.
And
He's good, isn't he?
Yes.
let's go ahead and
Do I get
do
poisoned
this.
from you touching me?
You might get some mild discomforts, but you know it'll be worth the healing.
Lots of water.
So let's see. That'll be 11. That'll be 21 points of healing. I rolled well.
Nice.
Saint will wake up after a few seconds and kind of stand up. Be like, thanks. I'm good now.
Driza will drop down from the roof and go over to one of the electrified bodies and just like cut a piece of flesh off
Okay.
and then smell it.
So cutting into this, like the steam that rises out of it gives you a very rotten egg smell. It's sulfuric, it's acrid, it's not great. The meat looks, I mean, underneath the char, the meat appears to be like a reddish brown color.
Just do a finger and then just a tiny lip
Just to taste like the
Just-
blood of this creature.
just to see if it's like
Edible?
poison.
I don't think
Yeah.
you should do. Oh, no.
Oh.
Sure.
No, she's
Make-
dead.
Make me a con save.
Maybe she honors tribe.
17.
Okay.
You know?
You're overwhelmed by the taste of like salt. Like it's almost like you just stuck your tongue in a bag of salt.
Ooh.
And you get that metallic taste in your mouth from like the saliva flooding your senses. It's that like I'm about to throw up kind of like taste in your mouth.
Oh. No, it's not good. I thought maybe, well, delicacies. in
What did
different
you expect to have happen?
cultures.
You put a strange thing in your mouth.
Well, I mean, that's what I've been doing as throughout my travels. I've been trying new things, putting strange things in my mouth. It usually goes all right. I'm still here, right? I'm still here. Anyway, this one's a no. She'll take out a notebook and just write that down.
I do like
the
Driz being very
400th
like
creature.
civilized about it. I'm just full on gonna like tear the hearts out, need them. This way I gain their courage.
That makes sense. Good. You got this. And I'll just like pat you on the shoulder. And are you still hurt at all? Before you eat these nasty creatures, Amara?
I'll be
It's-
fine.
It's very
Alright, then.
spicy. I would be careful.
Let's
Look here, I only have so much antacid to go around. If all of you are just gonna go around eating strange things, I can't be held responsible for this
I'm
anymore.
not eating that.
I
You
mean,
gave me fish.
If someone dies, I can get you back.
That's very true.
That
might
doesn't
be
mean that's
messed
something we
up.
should attain for.
That is the goal. Make Saint work.
Saint will just like gesture to the like 15.
I meant work
Bodies.
more. No, I did not mean that you were doing bad job. This was very impressive. I just mean like, make you work even harder. You bring us all back from the dead. It makes it sense.
I can't promise
We're
that it would be
already
good,
working for
though.
free.
It's
Do we
true.
really want to put more work in
Where's-
until we're getting paid?
Amara,
Where
how
did
are
this
those
man-
hearts?
Where did he go, by the way?
Oh god, we lost
And
him.
I kind of just vaguely look around looking for the guy that is hiring us for this job.
So
Tavern,
last
maybe?
you saw him, he was heading inside to the tavern, but
Right.
you don't see him out here anywhere.
I guess he followed instructions because we told him to wait in there. But also, he could be dead because I can't speak.
Did anyone check the loo?
Thank you.
Well, since this is a bust, and she throws the meat onto the ground, I'll go see if he's alive. Just walks into the tavern.
Choice.
So as you head towards the front door of the tavern, outside, you can see some people tending to wounds, minor wounds all around for the most part. You can see Thog sitting outside covered in scrapes and cuts. But his hands like bruised from what clearly, as you look around the landscape, is him defending the front door and having a hushed conversation with the barkeep, who seems to be intent on hiring him permanently. As you head inside, holding a bucket around his midsection and a big wrapped item in a bundle on the table in front of him is Tinklemeyer with his face directly inside the bucket, just heaving.
I'll go over, pat him on the back.
And it just a deluge. He's just in the bucket, like sobbing.
Did you eat the meat?
No. Your
I can
friend
understand. Yes. Oh!
poisoned me.
Oh. Well, he has some good qualities, too. But are you ready to go?
Did you get a cart? Oh, a cart?
Teresa takes out the sending stone, and she's not sure who has the other one. Hello. Hello. Hello.
I believe
Creature
Amaru,
flesh.
you can hear
Oh, Amaru has
Driza's, because you were the one who identified it last. Out of your pocket, you can hear Driza's voice screaming at you.
Hello?
Hello. Did we get a cart?
Not yet. Yet being the operative word. We'll have that soon.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Ask them if they found the Tinkle Man.
Did you find the Tinkler?
Yes, the Tinkler is here. Right here. He's puking into a bucket expeditiously. Do you want me to give him a message?
Oh, right, I forgot it. I might be able to help him with that. They're there at the tavern?
Yes, it's just, right outside. I think if I talked really loud, you probably could hear me without this, but...
Quite all right. If someone else wants to find the cards, let me deal with our friend here, since I caused this in the first place. Hop, 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 hop.
Everything's going to be okay.
I doubt that very much. But thank you for lying about it.
Oh, I don't really lie.
No, it's a lie, but it's a welcome one.
Do I make it back to the tavern?
Yeah, I mean, he's not like gonna die. He's
No,
there.
I know.
He's just very sick. You arrive and he is still green in the face and
Oh,
praying into the
That's
bucket.
right. Sorry about that, friend. Here. I got you covered for this. I'm gonna hop on over and I'm going to make a leaping kick and hit him right in this one spot in the back for a nice deep hit, and he will find that he is no longer poisoned.
Oh my. Okay. So yeah, you kick him and he's like, "Oh, gee. Oh, that's
Nice, isn't it?
how did you know what? Gift horses mouths." He sets the bucket down and kind of just pushes it under the table. He grabs his bundle. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome, friend.
We should go. Can we? We should go. He said he hadn't procured a cart yet. Can we? I would like to impress a little bit more urgency on leaving.
We've got the best people on it. You don't have to worry about it.
I'll pick up the sending stone again and say, I know we just talked. Hello?
Hello.
How's the cart situation shaping out? I know it's been less than 5 minutes, but how are things proceeding?
Expeditiously, and I'm just slithering towards Song of Paradise, like mouthing cart horses.
Yes. Are we stealing or are we buying? I would rather not buy.
Expediency is key.
I don't think anybody is paying attention right now. If we were to hypothetically steal it.
Perfect, that works great. And I will start looking around to see if I can see a cart that looks unattended, because I don't want to...
Sure. Yeah, I mean, amidst the wreckage and carnage of the building, as I mentioned before, people are still kind of being carted in and out, from Baldur's Gate heading south. So there are a few carts that are were probably recently brought here that are unattended at the moment as people fleed.
Is there like any fancier carts? Like I want to the prettiest, like the wealthiest person who brought the cart in. I want to steal from the rich to give to us.
Okay.
We need the prettiest pony.
We do. We need the prettiest of the ponies.
So you're looking for more like a carriage.
Just whoever looks like they don't need the cart the most. Does that make sense? Like they could probably buy another one if they needed to.
Okay. Yeah, so you could look around for a little while, and there's a little bit of a larger kind of hardtop cart with like side doors. It looks like it accommodates maybe 4 in the back, 2 in the driver's seat, and if if you don't care about them as much, like the skeletons could hold on to like the rear of the cart.
Perfect. That looks like it suits
where
our
like
needs.
luggage would normally go, and then there's like a luggage space on top, but there's no luggage there at the moment.
Perfect. Are there horses attached to this
There
already?
are 2 very healthy-looking draft horses still attached to this cart.
Amaru, please let them know cart has been procured. And then I would like to sneak over to the cart
Okay.
and just sort of pop my head, and see if there's anybody in there. Kind of look around.
Okay. You peer inside. Give me a perception check.
Perception. All right, I can do this. 23. The math on my fingies.
So as you come up to like the glass on the door, you can look through. There are curtains in the way, but you see that there's like a young man that's kind of hidden underneath the bench facing inward. And you make eye contact with him as he looks up at the window.
I will wave very friendly and knock on the glass.
And you hear him just kind of like panic on the inside, and he's frantically like pushing away because all he sees through like the curtains is like this cat eye.
I will open door.
Don't kill me!
I'm not going to kill you, friend. It is safe. My friends and I took care of the demons.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, you should come out now, though.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
Here. He
Yes.
steps out, and it's this like gawky teen who was
oh.
driving the car. Hi.
Hi, I am afraid that I will have to commandeer this vehicle on official business. I can give you a few gold pieces to compensate you for your time.
Ooh, what's commandeer mean?
It means get out of the way. I am taking this cart.
Oh.
Get out of the way. I am taking this
He
cart.
steps out of the way, like shaken. You said something about gold?
If you move out of the way, I will give you this gold.
He like steps out of the way, and he just like.
I will
Dane's
give him.
just gonna come over real quick before the gold is handed over and be like, I can give you something better.
Oh,
If you're
Listen.
interested.
listen to them.
Oh. Like what? Safety?
Saint is going to reach into her pocket and pull out a rib bone that she just has,
Mm-hmm.
and very, very carefully hand it over to him and say, "This will keep you safe.
What does it do?
It will keep you safe.
How?
It's magic.
Do I
As long as you have it on you, they will not be able to hurt you. Oh, no, you don't eat it. You just have to keep it.
Oh, okay.
I
I
promise.
promise."
Like, I'm a little confused how this rib bone's gonna keep me safe.
It's enchanted. It's magic.
Can I? Okay, so just hold on to it at all times.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can keep it in your
Aw.
pocket. It works for me.
I had a cousin once who bought magic beans and they didn't work. This isn't like one of those situations, is it?
Why would I give you that? Look at me. I am unharmed. And I just fought all of those.
It's true, she did. She killed
Roll,
most of them.
roll persuasion.
Jesus.
Can I assist her in any way with this persuasion check?
How would you like to persuade?
I want to be standing behind her, going, "It's true. It's very true. She's best healer in whole area. We
How
should
does-
believe her
But if she's a healer and she leaves, how's that gonna help me? with
because
the-
this bone keep you safe. She does great work, and that enchantment A+.
All right, yeah, you can roll with advantage.
That is a 21.
Kind of squints and looks down at the bone. Makes about as much sense as anything else, I guess. And he puts it in his pocket and enjoy the cart and don't tell anyone I gave it to you. And he just kind of walks away and heads into the tavern to figure out what he's gonna do next.
As soon as he is like out of hearing range, Saint's just like, yeah, that's just a normal bone.
Oh God! I thought it was really enchanted.
Oh god, no.
Oh dear,
I have like half a skeleton's worth of bones on me. Don't worry about it.
that poor young man. That's fine. Amaru, can you let Driza know that young man deserves alcohol? Please, maybe buy him beer before we leave.
We have the cart,
We do have the cart.
Paradise says to buy the young man that just went in around.
Lisa looks over and sees this, I assume, lanky teen carrying a rib bone. And she walks up to him and says, you need alcohol. And she pulls out of her bag, instead of going to the bar, she pulls out of her bag like a concoction of homemade mead. And she's like, here you go.
For me?
Yes. I was told by the ether that you need alcohol. That's for you.
He pulls the bone out of his pocket and like looks at it. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And he goes over into the corner and like pops the cork out of it and just starts like sitting down, looking around, drinking, and starts looking at the bone and it's like,
it's slug mead.
It's actually really good. Why is it like thick though?
That's called mucus.
I don't know what mucus is, but it tastes great. And he just starts chugging this stuff. He's so where are you headed off to?
Oh, none of your business. Okay, Tinkle, let's go. Then she grabs him by the collar and heads out.
Oh man, you're awesome. I don't have to make any small talk, free booze, and I'm never putting you down, ever. And you leave the tavern with him talking to this rib bone, Tinklemeyer in tow.
Do I want to know why he's talking to a rib bone?
You want one?
Probably not.
You're with me, right? Yeah. I don't know, but can we ever really know anything? Truly. She keeps walking.
Yes! That's how one acquires knowledge. What are you even getting on about here?
It's philosophy, my dear.
All
Not
right.
hop to it. Time to go. Oh, is that rude? Should I not say that? Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're good. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
I'm
don't know
sorry.
any other aphorisms, so. And they head out.
Tinklemeyer, without like saying a word, like sees that you're all standing around the cart as you guys head in there, and he just walks up into the cart, sits down, and holds onto his bundle and makes himself comfy.
The moment we get out to the cart, we haven't even been paid yet. How can you afford something like this?
Rib bone.
Ribbon. Don't worry about it.
Ribbon. Wait, what? Hang on.
We have the cart.
Doesn't matter how we got it.
And he got free alcohol. It's fine. Everybody in. Let's
And a rib
go.
bone.
I won't ask questions.
It's good. It's better that way.
I don't
You
know
leave
why
the-
everyone is so concerned we came in this cart.
Yes. This is our cart.
We're just taking it out.
A deal is a
Let's throw.
deal.
Who is best with animals here?
Best with animals.
I think I
Well-
can talk to them actually. No, I can only talk to snakes. Never mind.
I don't think horses are snakes.
I can try, but I'm better with things that are not alive.
That makes a lot of sense. I just
Maybe
who
don't
wants
kill
to
it.
drive the cart is what I'm asking. I can do it. I'm just,
Oh, I will. I will.
Alright.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say I could give a whirl at it, but I don't know if I can hold the reins.
Yeah, I get it, and like as I step in, it kind of like sinks down. So it's really heavy. So I get in, and it's like, it's gonna be great.
I believe in you, and I'll give you bardic inspiration.
I'm so inspired.
So who's driving? Who's sitting in the cart?
I'm driving.
I'll
right.
sit up next to, if there's room, next to Nhemva.
All right. So Driza and Nhemva are up on the driver's seats, and everybody else is getting in the cart.
Can I ride on top of it?
You can right on top
Sorry, I
of it. There's
didn't
a place
mean to
for it.
cut
You can
you
just
off,
lay
Eddie.
flat.
You're good. As we're in the cart, Frosh is going to sit themselves down, close their eyes, and start meditating. And it'll be silent except for an occasional... And that'll pretty much continue on for the entirety of our journey.
Great. For the most part, this 12-hour cart ride to Candlekeep is awkward, silent. Unless somebody would like to break that silence.
Nope.
Most of it is spent staring out windows. Occasionally, Tinklemeyer will side-eye Frosh and shake his head. But keeping his comments to himself, thankfully.
Better. I've got a cane and I will use it.
Approaching the high walls of Candlekeep, the place looks like it's seen better days. Not for days of warfare, but this is an old castle, and it's not very well upkept. Candlekeep is world renowned for being a place of literature, learning. It's a scholarly place. Usually, to enter Candlekeep, you need to bring a book in order to gain access, to gain entry to this high-walled university, for lack of a better term. However, today they have been given word of what's been going on in the world, and have several guards mounted on the walls. Guards known as the Watchers. Again, world-renowned for their ability to keep this poorly kept castle from falling. From marauding trolls, goblins, and gnolls that live in the nearby forests of Cloakwood. They let you in after verifying who you are. Tinklemeyer kind of taking the lead. Yes, I'm here to meet with Magister Kelbin and his assistant Elminster. Where can we meet with them? They guide you in to the center building, which rises up in the very center of Candlekeep. This is where I will, I guess, leave you, unless you're keenly interested. Now that we are in the safety of the castle, I thank you, but you will probably payment. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
There it is.
Please, I guess you should come with me then. Right this way. They lead you inside. They climb manually about 8 flights of stairs to the top of this keep, where a series of robed individuals, different colors and assortments, are all kind of gathered here. All of them older, all of them frail. They are all kind of speaking in hushed tones as you are in what appears to be a library floor. In the center of this room is a large contraption that all of them seem to be working on. And in the center is a pedestal that seems familiarly shaped to the bundle that young Tinklemeyer, or not young Tinklemeyer, but tiny Tinklemeyer has been carrying with him this whole time. He sets the bundle down, has a conversation with some gentlemen off to the side, at which point they head over to the back rooms and come back with a small chest and place it on the table. This should be more than enough to compensate you for your troubles on the road. I hope Tinklemeyer was not too much trouble. I assume you've no worse for the wear on your journey?
Other than annoyances, I believe we are all fine.
I appreciate your patience and working in good faith up to this point. Inside the chest you will find roughly 15,000 golds worth in gems and small coin. Please take this as a token of our gratitude as we finish our work here. We are very excited to uncover things that have been lost to time.
What type of things? Recipes?
Hold on one second.
I was about to say, the Tinkle Man
Frosh.
came through.
Sorry, I'm just responding now because I have secret messages from players. Things that have been long lost to time, things that we thought not attainable anymore. This is not since the spell plague have we seen magic of this magnitude capable. We believe we found a way to bring back mythals.
Is it some kind of mead?
No, my dear. Why would we be congregating to make alcohol? That's
A lot
Why
of
not?
people do that.
Sounds
something
like a good idea to me.
it's a mythal. Something we haven't been able to do since our great cities floated in the sky. At one point, they protected us from the great evils that exists. Red dragons, deities, all paled in comparison to the power of a mythal. And soon, we hope to have it back.
But
And what are you
what
gonna
is
do with
it?
it?
Yes, you keep saying this word. I'm not sure we know what it means.
A mythal. Tinklemeyer, did you not bring scholars back with you? Are these... sorry. Let me elaborate. Mythals are a defense mechanism that we used to have many years ago. Unfortunately, the years of the spell plague have rewritten the rules of magic such that we are not capable of achieving such things. If you've any knowledge of having read a history book, these would tell you of the times that the great cities fell out of the sky. The mythals were what kept them aloft, and encased them in protective magics that kept even red dragons from entering.
And Nhemva like awkwardly raises her hand. So, mythals are basically wards.
Well, sure. A ward blocks a door. A mythal protects an entire city.
All right, but also the only people who would know about this are myself and Amara. So I just, simple words for simple beings. Sorry, I am also simple.
No, not at all. You are akin-minded. Intrigue and curiosity are the spark of learning. It's good to see that you have at least curiosity. We're very excited to get this thing started. We're going to ask that you do give it some distance, as you are not insured by the Wizards Council for any harm that might come to you once this thing is completed. Not that we're expecting any, however, we would like to assure that magic has side effects, and we are in uncharted territory here, so we would like you to stay at a safe distance, please. Excuse me 1 second. We are going to run our first test. You're very lucky to have arrived when you did. Or I guess we're lucky that you arrived when you did, as we are ready. Tinklemeyer, if you would. And Tinklemeyer heads over to the bundle that he's kept, and he finally unwraps this thing in its entirety. And you see a very elongated, crystalline figure that he kind of places into the cage in the center of this large wooden construction that they lock down. Several wizards take their position in equidistant points around this circular structure. And you hear the noises of like a machine wearing up into gear as some of the parts start to spin around, moving. Lights are now starting to take up, and the crystal itself glows with a little bit more luminancy than it did before. It then immediately breaks down and fizzles out, and the machine stops to a grinding halt. Frowns and
Good job.
discouraged looks on the wizards' faces all kind of appear. Oh my.
You break it?
You all cheer, and they're like, no, this was a failed experiment, unfortunately. We have more calculations to make, and unfortunately, we may be here for quite a while. I'm sorry that we could not produce you the show that we had promised. Excuse me, as he turns back to his work. As he turns back to his work, you all feel a rumble beneath your feet. Pause. Another one. A brief pause. Another one. The rumbling getting a little bit more violent each time.
Saint has been sitting on the floor just because going up all the stairs, that's too much.
Alright, is anyone else feeling this, or it's just lunchtime?
I think they pissed something off. She's like, don't do this.
Excuse me, wizard council, group.
Yeah.
Do you not feel this under the feet? Has your mythal obstructed something?
What are you talking about? He like stops for a minute, and there's like a brief pause as he's kind of like finally paying attention to his surroundings.
Yeah.
Another rumble. This one a little bit more intense.
That.
Oh dear. He runs to the stairs and heads up another flight, which brings you to the rooftop of this place. Does anybody follow him, or do you stay here?
I'll follow.
I will.
Okay.
I'd follow.
Those who follow
Boing, boing, boing.
will see the entirety of Candlekeep from up here. He runs to the ledge, and just beyond the front gate is a vertical rift that looks to be opening. A portal that reaches some 200 feet tall. And you can hear the crunch and rumble of something big walking from the other side of it, as if it were a doorway. Oh dear. We are in very, very much trouble.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Perhaps. I've work to do. If you could all, please,
You have work to do.
I will find a way to reward you for this. Please, keep an eye. And he runs straight back down.
Keep an eye on the monster god.
Yet
Well, if nothing else, we
another.
can say we've got some gainful employment.
It's true. That was a lot of gold.
Yet another rumble comes through, and this time it's one that shakes the walls that you guys are standing on. You can hear dust and rock kind of chip off the structure that you're on as one large red clawed foot comes through the doorway and slams onto the ground, spreading out all the dirt and rock underneath it. A head pokes through the rift, two long horns that point out, jaws larger than any creature you've seen before. This thing stands eye to eye with the building that you're standing on top of right now. Who here is proficient in history or religion?
I'm in religion.
You may
History
roll a religion or history check if proficient.
I'm proficient in history.
16.
16.
Standing here shook.
Not better than 16.
Okay.
19 on history.
19 on history. Okay. You may recall some history books have like these anecdotal, almost fantastic recollections of things that happened in like the old years. Like the very beginning of recorded history is in Faerun is loose at best, but there are a lot of like things that come across as fantastic. One thing you do remember is something that went by many names: the Herald, the Doombringer, the End. This thing has been described by many, but confirmed by none. You know what a Tarask sounds like it might appear to be. This one does not match the color, It does not match the size, but the shape is pretty much what you've read about. The spines that run along its ridged back all protrude, black spikes along this thing's red body, an eyeless face with just a large, almost T-Rexian-like maw as it steps through and starts ramming against the walls of Candlekeep.
Oi, you! The front door's over there!
No, this is out of our pay grade. This is out of our pay grade.
This is not worth the 15. Let's go, Saint.
Yeah,
Would you like a ride?
I would love a ride.
Oh,
Piggyback.
we're running now. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're running now.
I think
I'll
the
have you
scholars
guys
should
roll
move that
initiative
one.
just for the sake of tracking what people are doing.
Wonderful.
Okay.
It'll be a very loose initiative, though. Oops, hold on. Let me get the actual encounter. No. Encounters. There we go. Come on, dude. I'm suing. Here we go. Missile to your chance. There we go. Run encounter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Nhemva.
11.
Song.
22.
Frosh.
We're doing well here with a 12.
12. Driza.
24.
4. Amaru.
12.
Son of a... Saint.
14.
14. Okay. All right. Cool. Wait. You said 14, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Nice. Easy to track you. You're always right after the enemy. Sung, as you offer a ride to, what was it, Saint? You're the first one to react. So with Saint on your back, in your arms, what are you doing as
I was
as
thinking
you take flight?
possibly like a jetpack, like Saint sit on back, I hold Saint knee and I jump into sky.
Better
Like
than stairs.
so many, yeah, it really is, and I try to make the ride as smooth as possible. Well, Saint, where would you like to be deposited before I jump onto the back of this creature? Or would you like to come with me?
Maybe on the wall.
Well, good choice.
Yeah.
How far away, roughly, is creature from us?
The front wall from the building that you guys are standing on, if you were just to make it like a straight line from the top of the building to the wall, you'd be going down at kind of a slight slope, but only down one floor. You'd probably be about 90 feet to 100 feet from the edge of the wall.
Great, this is may or may not be what I made this character for. So I will bonus action dash and then action dash. So that puts me at 120 feet of movement. So I will drop Saint off on the wall. And then I would like to use feline agility if I cannot make it the rest of the way. Onto the back of the demon Tarrasque.
Oh, good.
I'm going to regret this
Super.
decision, I feel.
So you're going another 120 feet to land at like the middle of its back?
Yes, my total movement speed is, I believe, 480 feet. So,
Okay.
if I can get to there, I'm a kitty cat.
Damn.
That's
Those zoomies.
And I'm flying the whole way.
Okay.
I cannot do anything else, but I am there.
Okay, so yeah, you fly and you land. You land on the back, or are you just gonna hover?
I would like
above
to
it?
hover, but I want to pose like I'm about to strike with something in my hands, but nothing is there. So I'm just like, ah.
Okay, so yeah, you get there and you like raise just a little bit as you're about to come down. As time stops for you, we are going to move on to Driza. Sorry, you were at the top of the order and I had this thing scrolled down. Driza, go for it.
The range of the Tarask is what again? How far away?
It's you're about we're gonna say you're like the full 100 feet from the wall. It is just on the other side of the wall. The wall is maybe 20 feet thick.
Mhm.
So like the closest horn of this creature is at 120 feet as it's constantly bashing its head against the.
All right. So Therese is going to yell, "Are we fighting this thing?" And run and try to find a place that'll give partial cover within her crossbow range, which is 120 feet, and her movement is 40 feet for this round.
Okay, so you're gonna run to the edge of the building that you're on, or are you gonna try to make it to the wall? I'm confused. Sorry. Reiterate.
So there's a building, and then there's a wall.
Yeah, so like there's a wall that surrounds this the entirety of Candlekeep. The building you're on the rooftop of, and then there's like the courtyard and then the wall.
Got it. I am going to just fan out in a direction, wherever gets me in range that finds me cover. So whether or not the building or the wall.
There are parapets on the wall, so you could be behind like a pillar of stone that dips down and then comes back up and then dips down. And you could see like the top half of this thing. Like I said, it's like looking eye to eye with the building, and the wall is just maybe beneath its maw. It is ramming against something. It feels like it's ramming against the walls of this castle. However, this thing is tall enough to where it could just like clamp down on the wall with its jaws if it wanted to, but for some reason it's not doing that.
Okay. Out of, so long as I'm out of like a mouth clamp area. Yeah. But that's where we're gonna go.
Okay. Yeah, if you're on top of the building, you're still within range of your crossbow, but not within bite distance. You are still 120 feet from it.
Great. And I would have fanned out, am I within 60 feet of any of my party?
Yeah, presumably aside from Song and Saint, you are still within 60 feet of Fro, Shamaru, and Nhemva.
Okay. I'll wait on that. I'm just going to. Are we really fighting this thing? And then she's just gonna take a crossbow, bolt at the giant Tarask.
Go for it. Shoot it.
It's a 30.
Okay.
Pew pew.
That's not nothing. That hits.
Oh, and then I rolled minimum damage. That's a 6.
6 damage. Got it. So yeah, you in your panic, you're kind of loading the crossbow bolt and you shakily like aim it up and fire. You see this thing sail through the air as it just lands right in its eye. And the thing freaks out. You hear a terrible scream that sounds like 100 mouths all yelling together as it slams harder into the wall. Do you want to shoot it again?
That made it more angry. I'm going to maybe stop. She's just gonna shrink down.
You're going straight down? I'm sorry, what?
No, she's just gonna like crouch.
Oh, like crouch behind the wall. Okay, sure.
Yeah, for some cover, a little bit of cover. Yeah.
All right, this thing is going to make an attack on the wall. Let me just track this here real quick. Wall. And attacks. Yeah, this is a good way to do this. Cool. Yeah, it slams its head and horns against the wall. You can see the dust kind of shake off the edge of this thing. It rears back and slams a second time. Cool. Doesn't seem to make it through the wall yet. But that does bring us to next in the order, which is Saint.
Okay. She is going to cast Finger of Death. So it needs to make a con saving throw.
Ooh, okay. Con, you say?
Yes.
Rolled a 7. Plus 10 is 17.
It's just under my AC.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna. I had to dice roll this one online to do math. It is going to take 70 points of damage.
Okay. What kind of damage is this?
Necrotic.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you watch as like a spot on the red flesh turns black for a moment and like stays there permanently. Is that your full turn?
She's at a crouch down, so she's
Okay.
kind of hidden behind the wall. But yes, that is
Gotcha.
my turn.
Frosh.
Oh, so we are fighting this thing. All right. How are we like at head level with it right now, or are we above it at the moment?
You are at eye level with it, but you're 120 feet away. So you're watching this thing hit the wall at a distance right now.
Got it. Is there a
If you don't mind letting me go first, I have something that can help you and everybody around me.
Is that a thing? Can we mechanically do that?
We're at the same initiative, aren't we?
Oh,
Both
are
12?
we?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
both rolled
Oh, yeah.
the same,
All right, do your thing.
but it
Yeah.
also is a DM call in general. But
Yeah.
No, that's totally fine. Usually, I don't know why I did this. I have you at a 10 in initiative, Amaru, and you said 12. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds here because now the initiative. I broke it, but it's broken. Oh Christ! Hold on. Nhemva, you had 24. Song, you had 22. Frosh, you had 12. Wait, Nhemva, you didn't have 24. What did you have?
11. I'm last.
11. My bad.
Driza
had 24. Amaru also had 12. Creature has this. Now we can do this the good way. Yeah, so if you're both on 12, you can always decide who goes first that turn.
Yeah, Frosh is clearly, chopping at the bit to go, but is patiently waiting their turn.
Dope. All right, so I'm gonna cast Fly at 6th level so that myself, Driza, Nhemva, and Frosh can also fly.
Nice.
And activate Blade Song as a bonus action, and that'll be me.
Okay. Frosh, from your immediate left, you hear Amaru sing, "You raise me up," and you are now levitating up off the ground. What are you going to do?
Oh, now this is good. Does this change my? Do I have a certain fly speed or anything like that, or how does this work?
I think fly makes it your movement speed, or
Yeah, I
it
believe
sets
so.
it
Let
to
me
60
It's just the
real
same as my
quick.
movement speed. Great.
Oh no, you have a fly speed of 60 feet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, even better. Then we're gonna go ahead and expend ourselves a key here to do a bonus action dash, and we are going to fly that 120 feet like a missile through the sky, pointy end in front.
Oh, okay. Remind me of something.
Yes.
Is this a regular spear that you are carrying, or do you have?
It is a +1 spear.
Perfect. Roll that beautiful bee footage.
And also, the blur that's happening mid-flight, Frosh is doing a quick little on the tip before it goes in.
One.
One. That'll be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, so as you fly through the air, the red, what colors is Frosh?
Frosh is green.
Okay, a green blur that sails through the air, leaving an after image of goo behind him as it falls to the ground. And you fly straight into this thing, and you stab with your mighty +1 spear right into the unforgiving carapace of this creature, and it just bounces off of it. You did not push hard enough. You know you hit him, but you need to hit him harder if you're going to make it through the shell that this thing has on it.
From in the distance, you hear words that are indistinguishable but are likely curse words. So we're gonna go ahead and try to use that momentum of that ricochet for our second strike.
Go for it.
Which is also probably going to have a similar effect.
He just missed its armor class, so if it's lower or the same, then yeah, you'll strike
it's
again.
lower.
Gotcha. Yeah, this time you'll hit it, and it's just like throwing a toothpick at a brick wall. Like you're just you're connecting, but it's just not doing anything.
There are more expletives in there.
I'm a fool, and I accidentally skipped Saint. So Saint, take your turn.
Are we back to me?
We are at you. I
Okay.
am a dum-dum, and I skipped your
Wow.
turn by mistake.
I have one more spell slot. I can do Finger of Death, so I'm going to do it again.
Oh, did you go
Me.
already this round?
Yeah.
Oh, this round?
Yeah,
I thought we were back at the
thought
top.
for some reason I thought I skipped you, and I'm like, wait a minute, no,
Finger of Death, and then we moved on because that was the
my
one
bad,
thing.
because I had to redo the initiative.
But I mean,
order.
you could do
thought
it
I stopped.
again.
Listen,
It would help us out.
Look you.
I mean, extra turn in there.
no, just for that, I'm gonna make you go next because you're next in the initiative there, Nhemva.
Hello. So I look at Amara and I'm like, how long do I do this for? Like
As
wobbly.
long as I
even.
can hold it.
Okay. And I go 60 feet out. And how far am I now from the Tarrasque?
You are 60 feet from the Tarrasque. You are 40 feet from the wall.
Okay. So I utilize a 60-foot psychic insinuation, and I need it to make a wisdom saving throw as I unleash a torrent of conflicting desires in its mind and it'll be unable to make decisions.
Ooh wee. 14.
Oh, that's right at it.
Oh, savings throws.
Yeah,
my
saving
bad.
throw. Saving throw.
23.
Okay, that's it. You pass.
Yeah, so you throw your spell and it just kind of almost feels like you weren't able to like grasp it with your
it's
psychic
not
energy.
it's not incapacitated like I wanted it to be, but it does take psychic damage.
All right.
So let me roll. So it takes 20 psychic damage and a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turn or more psychic damage for 1 minute. And then bonus action, I'm going to throw out that dancing short sword again, and I'm going to move it 30 feet, which is not far enough. It's ahead of me 30 feet, though.
Got it. Stupendous. We're back at the top of the order.
All right.
Driza.
So, if I recall correctly, a Tarrasque is a monstrosity, is it?
It would be.
Okay, I'm going to, if I may, make an intelligence check to recall information about Tarrasques, as monstrosities are my favorite enemy.
Okay. You know what? We'll leave it as a monstrosity. This thing didn't originate, so some of the info may be inaccurate. But your ability allows you to recall whatever you. What does it get you exactly?
Recall information about them. Just,
Okay.
Yeah, it's vague.
So you can
An
recall
8.
whatever you'd like about Tarrasques in general. Now, some of these may not apply because this is not from where Tarrasques are normally from. This is a different creature slightly. But you do know that Tarrasques are immune to a number of damage types. Poison, fire, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. You know that they're resistant to magic. And I don't know that you necessarily need to be told that they're large enough to swallow creatures larger than you whole. But they can.
Cool. Okay. I am going to, as she feels this fly take hold, fly up and get within. Is it possible for her to get within 60 feet, the edge of 60 feet of its eyeballs, its face?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll cast darkness in a sphere around its head.
Around its head? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You do the thing, and an orb of inky black cloud just forms around where its head was. Its head now mostly concealed by this.
Take advantage of this now, because I think when it moves, it's just going to be able to see again.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I should say this because you cast you did the other thing before. Is there anything specific you wanted to know about Tarrasques?
I think the resistances were mostly my goal.
Okay.
Where are we supposed to poke them?
I don't know if this affects what you wanted to do, but you do know that Tarrasques have 120 feet of blind sight.
Oh, wait. So then maybe I probably would not have done that. Yeah. I wouldn't have done that.
Okay, cool. You can go ahead and change it if you want to, because I didn't say it until I read it.
She's like, darkness? Oh, wait, no, they can see everything. Okay. I'm just going to fly. I'm spreading myself out from the group.
Okay.
To a far corner somewhere with my 60 feet of movement, but still be about like 10 feet above the ground or whatever surface. So if I fall, I don't get the big boo-boos. And the crossbow, aiming for his eyes again, I guess. Oh, no, that's not going to do it. That's a 14.
No, that will not hit. The bolt sails through the air and somehow misses this gigantic creature standing in front of you, and sails overhead.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous. She's gonna do another one.
Got anything else?
21 for her second crossbow attack.
All right. Where does this go? Who's next? Song.
If I could unmute myself, that would be great news. So I am hovered above this thing, and I now have Frosh also somewhere near me. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So, is there any way that I could get advantage on this attack? Perhaps hide and then pop out? Does it know I'm here? I haven't touched it. I'm just looking for that sneak attack damage. That is the... Oh, it is engaged technically with Frosh, no? Because Frosh does stab.
It's true. Frosh is within engagement range of the
I mean,
creature.
we could argue whether or not me ricocheting off of its face constitutes engagement,
Listen,
but...
engagement doesn't mean it has to see you as a threat. It just means you have to be nearby. So yes, you
More of a mild nuisance at this point.
right.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I am going to manifest my psychic blades, and I'm still posed very cool, like just right above it. And then I'm going to try and stab it. I am so afraid we are going to die. It's fine. They do not pay us enough for this. That is a 19 for the first hit, no?
19 does not hit.
All
so
right.
you make a stab with your psychic blade, and it doesn't seem to. Even though the blades are the blades that you hold are incorporeal, it doesn't manage to stab through the
Does
carapace.
not make it. All right, second attack. That is 23.
You hit, and it feels like you're about to make contact with flesh on this carapace, but there's like a shimmer, and it does not puncture through.
These things are the literal worst.
Mhm.
I am going to just try and float my way around it and see if I can find a softer spot, I suppose. I
Sure.
will not get close to its head, though. It sounds bad. And I will say, Frosh, don't stand in front of its face! And then that will be my turn.
Super. It is its turn. Let's see if it manages to do the thing.
No, don't do the thing.
If it couldn't, that'd be great.
Yes,
Would be
I would very much appreciate if it could not do the thing.
Let's see here.
Someone on the wall yell swipe or no swiping.
So, it rams its horns against the wall. It makes 5 attacks against this wall, and on the 5th blow, it sends a good portion of this wall scattering across the courtyard. Let's see, who is in front of it? That is, I think Saint's on the wall, Frosh is on the wall.
I was on the wall, but not directly in front of it.
No, I'm
A little
not.
to the side, yeah.
You're right. I'm not putting it like
Yeah.
the wall is
I don't
gone.
want to be in front of its face.
But you will be
It
hit
just
by some
depends
of the debris that's flying through the air at this point.
Yeah, it just depends on how far back I ricochet after that second bounce.
Sure. So the debris starts flying around. You are both Saint, Frosh, and Driza, who is in front of the wall. You guys are all going to... Actually, you know what? I need to roll those one more thing here. Driza, you can roll me a dex save. Saint and Frosh, you can roll ones with disadvantage for me.
It's not sexy.
My deck save was 19. If that doesn't make it, I think I have additional deck save features, but I'll check that out.
You
A
said
19
disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Oh no.
Is it
Oh,
disadvantage
no.
for Driza too?
Not for Driza. You are up in the air, so they're standing on the wall that he's clobbering, so they're getting a little bit of a hit.
Mine is a 7.
Okay.
No deck squad here.
And Frosh?
For what it's worth, my modifier is a +7, but I'm not sure how much that will help a natural 1.
Ooh.
Oh no!
All right, so Saint and Frosh, you each take 58 points of
Oh my
bludgeoning
God.
damage as chunks of stone sail through the air and hit you. Driza, one clips you on the shoulder for half that. So 20, 28, 29. 29.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Because this was a dex save, is this something that triggers evasion?
Yeah, it would.
Great. So I'll take that 28, please.
Okay, then. Froggy, go splat. Amaru. Oh no, I'm sorry. Saint, you're next.
Well, not feeling so great. That was a lot of damage. But is it within 60 feet of me?
Yes, still. There is a
Okay.
large chunk of wall missing where its head is hanging, but the body is within
Okay.
60 feet of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another finger of death, so I need another con save from it.
Swing.
Start rolling.
Nope. That's in that one.
Okay.
Go for it. Roll your damage as you point your finger, refocusing on the black spot you created before.
72 points of damage.
The spot doubles in size and starts to consume like one of its arms. The arm is now like looking like it can't support weight. Is that it for your turn, or do you have more?
I might scoot a little bit further back on the wall, but no more actions.
Okay. Amaru.
I'd like to fly like 60 feet up in the air.
Okay. You are
And-
60 feet up as you levitate.
Cool.
So,
And then I would like to cast Legend Lore and see what I can
Okay.
learn about like this specific creature, not like Tarasques in general.
Sure. Okay. So this is an abyssal Tarrasque TM. This creature hails from the abyss. It is along the lines of everything else that's been piercing the veil. Same place that's been place that the abyssal chickens that you guys fought earlier were from. The only ways that this differs from a normal Tarrasque is that it doesn't have a reflective carapace. It is not immune to the same conditions like charmed, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned that a normal Tarrasque is. They have a little bit less damage. Or I'm sorry, not damage, a little less HP. They are a little bit more frail, but they're twice as angry. And they do attack with a little bit more ferocity
Cool.
than the bulkier, slower cousins in the prime material would normally have. Aside from that, they are essentially, on paper, Tarrasques.
Righteous. I will communicate that. Actually, I think Driza and I still have the sending stones, so I'll just shout it to the people in the back by me, and then Driza can tell the front folks.
I would do so.
Awesome. I'm going to change its name now that I know it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's now a Heckin'
Amazing.
Tarrasque.
A heckin'.
Heckin' Tarrasque, oh no.
Sure is one
Two-
heckin' Trask.
All
Two
right.
Cs.
This would be in Seto Kaiba's deck, I know it.
So, yeah, you relay that information and any other pertinent information as it comes up. I will let you know. There's not a whole lot of difference between the two of them. But yeah, is there anything else you're doing? You have a bonus action still?
Not that I can use right now, so that's me.
Okay, Frosh.
So, forgive me, Frosh would remember this, but because I have the memory of the goldfish, what were the resistances / immunities again?
Okay, so it doesn't have any immunities, but it doesn't have any condition immunities, but the damage immunities are poison, fire, and bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical.
Got it. Okay. Great. So, we're still, cursing and swearing and making all sorts of ugly sounds up in the sky over here, and we're gonna take another charge of this thing and try to find a more squishy spot. Maybe the eyes, I don't know, that seems to be a target that people are favoring. And of course, like,
Sure,
not that it's gonna make a difference, but I can't tell at this point.
sure.
Okay, the second one might hit. Actually, wait, I think it's still lower than the last one, but we'll try it anyway. 23?
23 does not hit.
Ugh.
So you swing at it again, and you just can't connect. Frosh's the young Krankenhaus just can't manage to get his spear into this creature.
And in a fit of fury, we are going to go ahead and use our bonus action to do a Flurry of Blows, because something is going to penetrate this bloody thing.
Sure, go
It's-
for it.
Ah!
Do it.
Natural 20!
Noise.
Just one angry frog.
Got it. Give me the damage for it.
Let's see. Oh, and we're going to go ahead and use a key point to add a Hand of Harm onto that for an additional bit of necrotic damage.
Go for it. Misalign its spine.
So that will be 11 bludgeoning plus 6 necrotic.
17.
Well, hang on. What's how do you do crits?
You double all your dice rolls.
Double all
or
of
you
it?
can just take the amount and double it if you want to. You double all your dice if that's what you're doing.
Great. Then let's do that. So what did I say again? I had that one was the bludgeoning, that one was the necrotic, so that was
17. Yep.
yes. Math is hard. Why can I not math right now? There we are. Okay, so 10 bludgeoning times 2 is 20. For the necrotic, that was 6 times 2 is 12.
So 32 total.
And the second Flurry of Blows hit was also a natural 20.
Excellent.
And we're gonna do another key point for the hand of. Actually, no, I can only do that once. Never mind. So we're just gonna do regular damage on this one. So that will be 22 additional bludgeoning.
22. Got it. Nhemva.
So Nhemva is going to utilize her 60 feet, which I think puts her over the wall, floating above it. And but she's gonna go past it if she can, just to be on the other side of it. No idea if you do flanking, because that's an option, but that's there. And then she's gonna utilize Toll the Dead. Right above it, so she's gonna like point right down over its face, and I believe it needs to make a wisdom save.
Sure.
Yes.
Wisdom save. 25.
Okay, that passes. And did it make a wisdom save after its turn?
Oh no, let's do that.
Okay.
26.
Okay, so that passes, and it's no longer having a ringing in its head. Let's see. I am useless. And so I utilize the extra dancing sword bonus action that I have to go the additional feet and roll to hit.
All right. Roll the attack on your dancing sword.
That's a 23 to hit.
Your dancing sword swings and bounces off of the carapace of this creature.
Okay. It is
clink.
a magic sword, but okay. Got it. Cool. And then that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Driza.
So I'm seeing a lot of attacks hitting this thing, but not really making purchase, except for the angriest frog. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
And how phased does this being appear to be?
From your perspective, not very. There's a big black spot on its side that Saint has been stoking on it, but it doesn't look like it's really going to be.
Okay. You said fear, right? All right, we'll give it a go. She's talking back to the sending stone. Can't be frightened or can be frightened. Let's do it. And she's gonna cast fear.
Okay, sure. It's got to make a wisdom save on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, 14.
Oh, that meets it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's so close. I almost scared it to rats.
Goals though.
Bummer.
Ooga booga.
All right. Man, I just need one of you. Song. Bail us out
Yes.
here.
I will do my absolute best to bail us out. Don't know how well it's going to go, but I'm seeing that my blades are not striking correctly, so I am going to pull back a little bit, and I am going to sing to this creature, and I'm going to say, little beast, go back to your home, please. And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
So I need a DC 16 wisdom save. Please don't make it.
15 is what
It-
I rolled.
Oh, good! This is great news. I upcast, so that means I take 4d6. Psychic damage, 2, 3. Should have had these out. Sorry. 4. 10. 15 points of psychic damage. And it has to immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay, great. So as this creature starts to like swing its head in rhythm with your song, it starts to turn around as if it's going to leave. Amaru, behind you, an explosion occurs, and a beam of light pierces through the roof of the castle behind you. Once it reaches a distance in the sky, an orb begins to form over the top of the city. And as this Tarask turns around, right down the center of its eye line, the orb completes its circle and severs the thing completely in half. Both sides fall apart from one another, and the air is immediately filled with like an acrid steam. Amaro, from behind you, you can hear, "We've done it! We've done it!" The Tarask is
not
And
edible.
I helped.
I'm sorry, what was your question, Driza?
Does it smell good?
Oh God, yes. It's unholy. It's almost like somehow someone cooked, ate, and passed sulfur. It's terrible.
I had this thing completely under control.
Mm-hmm.
As the two parts of the body slump to either side, the steam rises and the body itself starts to incorporealize as it starts to melt away into like a goo. The portal behind it kind of collapses in and of itself, and the sound of screams and crunching metal fill your ears as this thing slowly seizes up. You have assisted in completing a mythical feat of bringing mythals back since pre-spell plague to the world. What this means for the world is yet to be seen, and whether it will be used responsibly is yet to be seen. But the 6 heroes of Candle Keep will forever be remembered, despite their shortcomings and despite their minor evils committed.
Is that a short joke?
Very small.
They will be
Do not appreciate.
they will be immortalized in the history of the return of the Mythals. And that is where we will end it for today.
Great
Thank you so much
job.
for playing.
We did it. Nobody died.
I was ready for it. I was like, oh, TPK happening now.
Like, I didn't like song anyways.
I just
Yeah.
gotta know though, did Driza get to taste the goo?
Does she want to
Just a little.
taste
a
the
little.
goo?
Hello.
Just a little bit.
All right. Driza rushes down and grabs, just a little bit of the goo and throws that right into her throat. As she chews on it, tastes it, is repulsed by it. She immediately keels over. And while she still has a pulse,
Not
Is-
again.
is unable to wake
Oh,
for
God.
an amount of time that has yet to be determined.
Do we? Is this a recognizable poisoning?
I'm gonna roll. No.
Console yourself.
20 days goes by of you guys weekend at Bernie'sing Driza around on your adventures before she finally wakes up with a gasp.
Oh,
You just died. I could have brought you back.
You've got to stop licking things, Driza.
We're gonna
Here,
have to-
this will help with the nausea.
Let's go ahead and get everybody reintroduced and do our exit interviews here. Let's start in the upper left-hand corner as we are pressing up against the next game, and we do not want to keep Danny working for another 24 hours. So, Pond, please start us off.
Hello, I am Pond Plays. I'm Pond Plays on all social medias. I play D&D, tabletop RPGs, do the fun stuff. You can catch me every Monday on Fateful Encounters at 7:30 Central, where we play more D&D, and it's just super, super great. We also have it in podcast format if you want to catch up with us. Super, super fun, and it's me.
All right, Bard.
Hi everyone, I'm Eddie, otherwise known as the Discount Bard. You can find me on all the various social medias at Discount Bard. I'm a tabletop RPG player, actor, voice artist, and a real-life jack of all trades. I also do variety content here on Twitch at Discount Bard, sometimes painting, sometimes other various things tabletop RPG related. Also working my way towards becoming a DM as well. Also, as far as other places you can find me, you should definitely check out later on this evening over at Casual Campbell's Twitch channel. There is a Forge of Fate Volcania finale happening tonight that you'll definitely want to catch.
Awesome. Silver Sam, where can we find you?
Hello. I've never heard myself been called like that before.
Your name's
so
Sterling.
That was a new one. I know. That's a good one. Hello, I am Sam Sterling, and you can find me all over the internet at Hey Sam Sterling. Most active on Twitter and TikTok. Every Wednesday, I play Pathfinder 2e on Nat20 Productions Official here on Twitch, and I play a spirit energy barbarian. She's a luchador. It's fantastic. So come check this out. Great game. Thank you for letting me taste the Tarrasque.
Anna, please continue with our tour here.
I'm Anna. I run D&D Disability, which you can find us on Twitter, same handle. That's where I'm most active, and all of the disability mechanics and works that I have written can be found on dnddisability.com.
Kick it.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. I'm at Velvet. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the interwebs, mainly Twitch and the Bird app. I do a lot of TTRPG streaming, voiceover stuff. I'm also a begrudging academic. You can find me Sunday evenings at Honey and Dice for Clockwork Finds, Friday evenings on Archives of the Dragon for The Magic, a Changeling game, and Saturday evenings at the Bard's Playhouse for Fall of London, another Vampire 5e campaign. And starting next week, you can find me on Nerds with Dice Sunday afternoons for another vampire campaign because I play too much vampire.
All right, Jen, let's do this.
Hello, my name is Jen. Thank you for having me today. You can find me over at Jen is Online on everything you can possibly think of. I stream Tuesdays and Sundays here on Twitch. You can also find me at Fateful Encounters on Mondays at 7:30 Central. And we have great times, good thrives, many vibes. And I also have a podcast, The Overprepared DM, if you want to listen to me talk about, I don't know, lots of shit. So thank you for having me. It was great. This was fun. And I'm happy we met that goal for charity.
Woo woo. Thank you, everybody. My name is Bright. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch under Bright Dystopia. I am a streamer, voice actor, Jaspers Game Day ambassador, and I have been your DM for this morning. I appreciate you all for coming out and hanging out with us. Thank you, Danny, for being our tech here today. We ran a little bit long. I apologize to the next group. I love you, and don't be mad. And that's it. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye, friends.
Bye, everyone.